Good morning, good morning. Hey babe, hey Twisted. I know you've been carrying okay, I know you've been watching that Karen Reed trial very, very, very closely. Since you've been watching, let me ask you this, Twisted. Do you think she was set up or do you think she do you think that she did it? Do you think it was a combination of things? Like people was fighting, things was happening. She may have bumped him with the car, all this other stuff. Like, what is your opinion? I know some people think she was set up. That the actual people inside of the house where their dog bit him and stuff like that, that they actually did that inside the house and then drug him outside the house. And because she was under the influence and she left him there, you know, they tried to come up with a story that she hit him and all this other stuff. Um, my question is, what evidence do they have to support that he was actually hit by the car? Um, do they have an autopsy? Hey, official Lovejoy, my beauty, how you doing, gorgeous? Yeah, I think there's a lot of reasonable doubt in that situation. I think a combination of things led to his passing. I think there's some not truths being told, and I think there's a lot more to that situation than anybody knows. Um, I can't definitely say that she didn't accidentally hit him, or pop him. I can't definitely say the people inside the house didn't have anything to do with anything. It's just there's no like clear cut, this is what happened. You get what I'm saying? This happened. I need evidence to go along with it. Like I would like to see autopsy reports, talk to the medical examiner. What injuries did he sustain, and all that other stuff. So I haven't saw all that yet. Usually Twisted, I like for stuff to wind on down, get all the evidence out, and then go back and watch it. That's sometimes how I like to cover trials so that I can cover it all at the same time. And so I usually like to compile the evidence into one large lump sum. And that's usually how I like to do my true crime stuff. Yeah, see, I like to wait a couple of days into a trial, like a week or so, because those trials sometimes can last for about a week or more, and I like for a lot of the evidence to come into town. Come into place so that I can actually show the real evidence and people can come up with their own minds from that. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Hey, Mr. Nick, what murder? I'm sorry. Every time I see you, I have to think. I think of that. I don't know why. It's like, yeah. I'm sorry. I have to pick on you about that. Um, how's everything over that way? How was your weekend? Did, and happy Mother's Day. Um, to everybody out there that I didn't get to say it to yesterday, happy late Mother's Day to all the mamas out there, even the fur mamas, even the mamas who take care of stepchildren. And I don't like saying stepchildren because they're not steps. To your bonus children, let me say it that way, because you got a bonus. You know what I'm saying? You got extra, and it's awesome. Um, to the bonus moms and dads out there, because I don't like calling y'all step parents. Y'all not step parents. Y'all parents who stepped up. So to all the bonus mothers out there who decided to step up and be in children's lives when they didn't have to be, also happy Mother's Day to you. For those who have angel babies that are in heaven right now, happy Mother's Day to you. To the women who decided to be there for children, regardless if you had your own or not, happy Mother's Day to you, because you deserve it too. And also, happy Mother's Day to all the single dads out there who are doing both roles right now. So we can't forget the single daddies who's doing the damn thing. They being mama and daddy, so they deserve Mother's and Father's Day. You see what I'm saying? Babe, how did we have the same thought process at the exact same moment? What? There we go, soulmating again. There we go, soulmating. Miss Lisa, I saw y'all's video where y'all went to that. Happy also. Congratulations on y'all's graduate. Um, Congratulations on that. DC Kool Aid and Miss Lisa production. I saw the videos where y'all went to the barbecue joint. And congratulations to the graduate. Okay. And that food looked good as shit. I'm just saying. That was some down home, good looking barbecue right there. You know what I'm saying? It just looks so good. Man, Miss, if y'all ain't watched, let me do a little something. DC Kool Aid got a video, y'all. If y'all like, y'all know, um, if y'all like, I gotta make sure I have this on live chat. Oh, this is your live chat reminder and med check reminder. Please take your medications. Don't forget, like me, I'm gonna share DC Kool Aid and Lisa Productions channel link. Y'all gotta go over there and watch that barbecue video. And in the middle, great edit. Speaking of which, shows the food and whatnot. Oh my God! Hey, girl, Ryan Love. Hey, beautiful. And to all those mothers out there, I know that yesterday was also hard for those who have lost children. Just know that your children from heaven were shouting Happy Mother's Day from the rafters and, sending you all the love and all the beauty in the world. Hey, Miss Heidi. You know we've been missing you, Miss Heidi, since you've been on vacation. Yeah, I didn't get to say Happy Mother's Day to all y'all yesterday because y'all know I first off I don't go live on weekends hardly. You'll catch me sometimes on Saturday morning if Miss Heidi goes live because I just love me some Miss Heidi. She's good people. Um, you know what I mean? And I know you're gonna be back, girl, and I can't wait. But you know we all missing you. You like all of our more. See, I usually watch you before I go live every morning, and then sometimes we live at the exact same time. You know what I mean? But I set up this time, Miss Heidi, which is crazy. I'll tell you the story. When I first started going live, and my friends have been pushing me to start my channel for so long, all of them were. Charlie, you need to do it. I used to jump up on my friend, the Hood Table. I love the Hood Table. If y'all don't know who the Hood Table is, she is good people, really good people. I'm going to share her channel link right now. I'm going to tell you something. This lady right here has a heart of gold. She does amazing different content. She does cake decorations. She does anything, and she'll tell you her channel's from the hood to the White House. So she'll cover anything from the hood to the White House. Um, and she is an amazing, amazing, amazing woman. VS Icon. Between VS Icon and the Hood Table, they were and my brothers and sisters from VS Icon. Miss Coffee. If y'all don't know who Miss Coffee is, she's amazing. She does a lot of different graphics and different things. She is one of my favorite people in the world, and she knows it whether she sees this or not. And a lot of them were pushing me and saying, Charlie, you need to start your channel. Charlie. And I used to jump up on the Hood Table's panel all the time. I was always a panel guest for the Hood Table. It was me, Choreo Lover, Sislo, and Bro. We'd all be up there, and I called us the gang. We had fun, and we had a few more that would pop in and every once in a while. Good morning, Watcher Love. Also, happy belated Mother's Day. Okay. Um, the I hope y'all all had a great, amazing Mother's Day weekend. My hubby knew exactly what to get me for Mother's Day. I'm not the type. I don't want flowers. I'm not a huge flowers person. Not into like shit like that. He knew he got me two Reese's chocolate candy bars, the XL, the giant Reese's candy bars. He got me two of them bitches. And y'all know I love my candy and cookies. Y'all know that's like the best present you can get me, okay? All I need is Dr. Pepper chocolate and I'm good, okay? I'm not a girl that goes out. I'm not a girly girl. I've never been a girly girl. I get girly girl every once about certain things when I want to put on makeup or I want to paint my nails every once in a while. But I'm the type of girl that would rather go out and fix that car and be under the hood of that car, be out there roughhousing with the boys, riding four wheelers, climbing trees, that like I was a tomboy my entire life. So I'm not really girly girl. But I'm more of I like tech. I like things like that. Watcher hung out with a bunch of ass. Hey, I want me two jackasses. And I'm gonna explain to you why. Donkeys are actually really good to have if you have a lot of land. They'll keep coyotes and different things off your land, and they'll warn you if a predator is near. You can hear those bitches from a mile away. I've always wanted me a Jack and Jenny. What murder? I say it every time too, Miss Watcher. Anyway, um, I've always wanted me a Jack and a Jenny because they'll warn you and they'll keep like I always wanted to get some goats and stuff, and they'll protect your livestock. They'll protect your animals. They'll protect your property. Believe it or not, a freaking donkey will kick a coyote or a wolf. It'll kick their head in. Like they will protect you. They are very good protections. Mules are actually you watcher. You know I'm not wrong. Um, that you know donkeys and burros and different things like that, they're really good protection animals to have if you have cattle, if you have any kind of animal like if you have you know that kind of land because they will sit there and they will hee haw so loud that you can hear them from miles, and they will kick a predator right up in it, and they will protect what is theirs. They are very protective animals and really good to have. They're good alarm systems, really good alarm systems. You can hear them from miles away. They're loud as hell. Like they're very very loud. That's why you'll see a lot of people who have like big pastures. You'll see them have a Jack and a Jenny. You'll see them have donkeys in the pens with the other animals because they're really good alarm systems. They are very protective over the things that they love. You know, they're really good to have. A lot of times when you'll see a stable of horses, you'll see a Jack and Jenny in the field with the horses. They're really good alarm systems if a predator comes up to go after your animals. You can hear them for a while, and so a lot of people have them for that simple fact. Also, they don't play. It's like having a bull. Now, I will tell you this: if you ain't a country person and you a city boy or a city girl, and you ain't never gotten a pen with a bull, I suggest not to do so. Um, don't go messing around and go cow tipping and accidentally getting a bullpen. Okay, don't do it. Now you'd be lucky if he's a gentle giant and he won't try to hurt you. But then, and there are some bulls that are gentle giants, right? But I wouldn't mess around with a bull if I were you. And don't try to grab him by the horns. Don't be no fool. A lot of people have gotten unalive trying to go cow tipping. And that's the thing they do down here. Or trying to go out in them fields to find the magic mushrooms. And let's just say a bull got hold of them. Yeah. Yeah, and that is also true, Watcher. Cow tipping is not really a thing. You can't really tip them over. You scare the cow. Which, in case, here's the thing. Why do you want to scare an innocent cow who ain't did nothing to nobody? And if you did push him over, what happens? Let's say you could push over 1,000-pound cow. Do you know how heavy fucking cows are? Like, Let's say you could do that. What if you break their leg, right? What if you hurt that cattle? What if that cattle was pregnant and you made them lose that calf and then they got an infection and blah blah this, blah blah that? Don't go out there fucking with the cows. Leave the cows alone. They didn't do nothing to nobody. They innocent little cherubs. And cows are actually the sweetest fucking things. They will rub their head. They're so sweet. A lot of people don't know how gentle cattle really are. Now they can kick the shit out of you. It's the same thing with a horse though. Don't never get behind a horse's ass. Not unless you know for a fact you got that horse trained to 1,000% and you know you can do it. Now there was this one dude who trained his horse so good he could walk around, put his head on her butt, and that was because they had a special bond. But don't just walk around a random horse or a random donkey or mule and walk behind them. Don't do that shit. They will kick the bejesus out of you. They can break and shatter your bones. Don't do it. And if they hit you in the head, it can unalive you. So, don't do that. Don't be no fool. If you ain't used to growing up around cattle and you're not used to growing up around horses and shit, don't go do it. Don't be no fool. Just 'cause it looks cute don't mean you should fuck with it. I'm just saying. Don't be no fool. They can kick you hard enough to shatter your leg, your arm, so on and so forth. If they kick you in the head, they can unalive you. That's why also cattle tipping became very dangerous because cattle will kick your ass too. Man, let a stampede happen right in the middle of you, right in the middle of the damn cows, and see what happens to your ass. You'd think the Lion King stampede was bad. You ain't seen shit until you get in the middle of cows doing that shit. That's 1,000 pounds. You know what I'm saying? 600, 800, and then you think about a bull. A bull can be 1,200, 1,600, 2,000 pounds. Don't fuck around and find out. Don't do it. Imagine 2,000 pounds running at you, and then you think they slow. Them motherfuckers ain't slow. You would think so. No, you better be one hell of a good runner. Is all I got to say to you. Let a 2,000 pound bull come at you and hit you. Whoo! You gonna go flying, and every bone in your body gonna be broke. Don't mess with them. Don't do it. Don't do it. But anyway, hey TNW Logger, how was y'all's weekend? How was y'all's Mother's Day? Did y'all eat any good food? Um, I could have cooked a steak yesterday, but then that involves me cooking. And I wanted to be lazy on Mother's Day, so we got Panda Express. We got the family meal at Panda Express. That's what the hell we got. And they got a new side at the Panda Express where I live, because you have to check your Panda Express. Every Panda Express is different, right? Some of them have, you know, different main courses or whatnot. Ours, they just came out with a peppered steak with shrimp and stuff, and it is a little spicy. Our Beijing beef wasn't this that spicy this time, so I could actually eat some of it. Because it also depends on who's cooking that day. I'm gonna make y'all laugh, but I don't know if y'all know this, but like, there's different times I've gotten spicy foods at certain restaurants, and it's not spicy at all because depending on who the cook was that day, right? But the very next time I got it, but you can tip a canoe. That's right, girl Ryan. You can. You can. Mm-hmm. uh, so we got that, the Beijing beef, and the teriyaki chicken. And noodles, because who the hell gets the broccoli and the rice? And all that shit. Rice ain't that good for you. I'd rather get the noodles. And who wants that plain ass broccoli? I don't. If you ever get some Panda Express, don't get that damn mixed vegetable bullshit, and don't get that damn broccoli. It ain't worth a shit unless you're gonna use it, reuse it yourself, and put like a bunch of seasonings on it or something. It's plain as shit. Don't do it. Just saying. Get the noodles, damn it. Hey, Freeside, how you doing, love? Now, if you plan on doing like a stir fry yourself and taking and putting it all into a thing and mixing it up, well, I'm gonna say this, Miss Watcher. If you ever get theirs, it's plain as shit. You'd rather just cook it. You would rather just cook your own broccoli and your own rice. So go ahead and get the noodles and make your own rice and your own broccoli because Ain't got no seasoning, no nothing. Now, if you was now, I tell you what you could do. You could get two of the family meals, and you could get different like meats and stuff like that, and you could get one, two noodles and one rice, one broccoli, or mix it up and get all the different things, and then you can mix it up in a big old wok and put you a bunch of teriyaki and stuff on it, and like dump it all in the thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, Watcher. If you ever get Panda, if you're our Panda's good, but I've heard not all Panda Expresses are made the same, and some Panda Expresses are fucking gross. And they leave shit under the heat lamp too long. Our Panda makes their stuff pretty good, and it's usually pretty fresh. But I have heard that not all Panda Expresses are made the same. You know what I mean? Um, so I just want to put that out there. Just like I learned this the hard way. I got to tell y'all a story. A blessings, D-Ham show. Also, to tell you how much I am praying. I know yesterday was hard, but I'm also going to tell you this. Happy Mother's Day to you, D-Ham, because you taking care of them babies. You know what I'm saying? Single daddies who take care of their children need to have their Mother's Day love done to them, too. But I didn't know that not all red roofs were made the same. And ours down here is actually really nice. They take care of it. They just updated the entire place. They updated all the time with new beds, new TVs. If they have a problem, they keep the rooms like clean, clean. At least with the staff they used to have. I don't know if they still have the same staff. But the staff they used to have was very fucking anal about cleaning their rooms. There was one lady who's like, there's an inside building we have, and you have the outside, and then ours actually has an inside building, right? And she was responsible for that inside building. If you did not let her clean your room and you didn't clean your room to her specifications, she would get you banned from there. Like, she was very like, I mean, don't mess up my room. That's the way she was. She was like, when I come in there, that room better be clean. And if it's not, and you've done messed up my room, and you done messed it up real bad, I'm gonna ban you from the hotel. Like, she was very picky about her rooms, and a lot of the cleaning staff were. If they had a problem with bed bugs, somebody bringing them in, or if they had a problem with any kind of like bug coming in, they would shut down that block of rooms, spray them. You wouldn't nobody be able to stay in them until they were clean and ready and all that shit. Like, they really do take care of ours down here, right? And now I've heard if it's true, then it'll be worth staying there. Our old school Hilton hasn't been updated since like forever ever. Now if they did update it, it'd probably be worth staying there now. But for a long time the beds were lumpy, awful. They didn't keep it clean enough. We had a problems with it. And so what I would suggest to anybody traveling or going to new places you've never been before, if you know a local, ask them the best place to stay, because the locals can tell you which one of the hotels is best, which ones to watch out for, which ones have bed bugs, which ones, have. Some of them will have glaring reviews on Google, and then come to find out the locals tell you all kind of bad things about that place. Hey, Mr. Maddie, how are you doing? So if you know a local, ask a local. If you don't, when you go to the local gas station to fill up your car, ask the gas attendant. Most of those people are locals, obviously, right? And they can tell you what is the best hotel to stay at, right? Let's say you're traveling, you have to stop somewhere, and you don't have a reservation, you're just going somewhere. Ask the people, they'll tell you. Don't go down here to such and such, but go over here to such and such. They're pretty good. You know what I mean? Because we have some places that have glaring good reviews on Google, and I would tell you not to stay there. That some of those places are cracked in, some of those places got bed bugs, some of those places might have cockroaches. Don't do it. And then other places I'll tell you, yes, that's a good place to stay. Yes, stay there. That's awesome. They keep it really nice and all this other shit. You know what I mean? That's just a suggestion for anybody that's traveling. If you know a local in the area and you're going somewhere, hey Miss Casey, how's everything going? I hope everything with your children is well and everything is okay over that way. I hope the crazy neighbors fall off a cliff, but that's side the point because I know what it's like to have crazy neighbors like that. And just saying. I know what it's like. That's why I moved from a specific area because one of my neighbors was off the fucking deep end, and he literally was like such a crazy motherfucker. Like when I mean crazy, this motherfucker would be in his yard at 3 o'clock in the morning doing some off the wall shit. Um, Saw shit that wasn't there. Like this motherfucker is off his rocker. I think he's on that shit again. I think he's on them drugs again. Cause he talks out of his fucking head. Well, I just want you and your family to be okay, and I don't think it's cool for anybody to take anything real life, and I'm sorry that has happened to you. Regardless of who you fighting with, what's going on, yeah, it's literally messed up. It's messed up, watcher. It's messed up. I got that, girl. I caught that. Um, But, I don't think anybody should bother anybody's real life, bother their children. I don't care if y'all fighting on here. Words are words. Talk shit about each other. You know what I'm saying? Cuss each other the fuck out. Call each other everything but a white person. You know what I'm saying? Make fun of each other's ears, hair, eye, forehead, lips, chin, neck, fat. I don't care. But leave it on here. And especially, yes, leave the kids alone completely, 100%. Leave the kids alone. Kids shouldn't be involved in grown-up situations. No child deserves to be messed with because of a internet beef. That's bullshit. Kids are not to be involved in that shit. Leave the children alone. Leave the children alone, y'all. Shit. Fight with each other and pull each other's hair out. I don't care. Just leave the kids alone. You know what I'm saying? Snatch each other's edges off. But yeah, so I will say that, I think that a lot of things on this internet, and it's in all sectors of YouTube, if you think about it, right? All sectors. It's not in just one sector of YouTube or one place in YouTube. It's all over the place, right? People get to fighting on here, and then somebody says something the other person don't like. You know what I mean? And they try to take it real life, and I think that's wrong. I think the doxing should end. I think the messing with people's families and children should end. I would love to be able to just have a normal beef where two people go back and forth and talk all the shit they want about each other, right? And that's as far as it goes. Don't go no further than that. That's it. You just beef. Whoever wins, wins. Whoever has the right words and says the best way and is more intelligent than the other and uses, more clever words, that person wins, the other person loses, they move on to the next one. Whatever. You know what I mean? It really is everywhere in the YouTube universe, even in the gaming community, even in the beauty community, in some of the communities that you would think, like the mental health sector or like sobriety sector, even in places you would think that stuff don't happen, it happens. Mm-hmm. Oh snap! For real? Well, Watcher, he all down here. Now I'm gonna tell you a story, and I don't care if nobody believes me. I don't give a damn. But at my old house, 2 houses ago, right? That house has now since been abandoned, and of course, when you abandon a property, what happens? It dilapidates, right? But I was sleeping in my room, right? I was laying there watching TV. At this time I was going to college, right? So I was staying up to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning doing my college homework and stuff, and doing my classwork and all this shit. So I was sitting there in bed. I just got done doing some of my stuff, and I hear this knocking on the side of the house, and I look over. Now my window in that house, on the back of that house was jacked up on one side of the house to make it level, right? It was over 8, like my dad being 6'5" could barely touch his fingertips to the window. I saw a head in the window, and there's no way it was a reflection, because let me explain to you why. The light that was there was right behind that window. It would have reflected things downward, not upward. right? Downward, not upward. And I saw a motherfucking head, big ass head, look in my motherfucking window, and I'm telling y'all, and then I heard a knocking. I had at least 20 ducks at the time. And the only thing I found of my ducks, and they all disappeared in one night, but one of my ducks. And I had about 20 of them. The only thing I found was the wings. And it looked like the wings had been ripped out. Not cut out, not if a wild animal had came after them like a coyote or any of that, I would have found the beaks, the feathers, part of their body, their feet, all that. I found nothing but the wingspan, and they were stuffed into my old doghouse. Because my dog had passed away, so I let that area grow up because I wasn't sure what the dog may have had, so I wouldn't let no other animal be there, and I was gonna bleach the ground and cut the grass, but I had let the grass grow up around the doghouse, right? And that's all I found inside the doghouse was wings. And I'm talking about all at one time. I don't know how, and it had the awfulest smell. I can't really explain it. It was like a skunk mixed with body odor, mixed with somebody who ain't took a bath in like 8 months. It was musky. It was just wrong smelling. It was just it just made me want to throw up. Right? I don't. And the thing is, back behind my house, there used to be no other houses. Right? And it was straight from the creek. We had a creek over there. Straight woods back in there. Right? Straight woods. So they could go straight from the creek to my home. Now, after a while, people put homes in that one area, and they cleared out the woods and put houses there. After they put the houses there, we never had another instance, never saw nothing else, never heard anything walking in the woods, never heard any more knocking or any of that stuff. But before they put those houses in there, yes, something was coming up, and it would knock and it would do weird things, and like you could hear it walking. Like, I was scared to go back in them woods after that or get near that area at nighttime. So I would always have my pew pew when I went in the backyard at night. But then after they put those houses, we stopped. That stopped. It completely stopped. I don't know if he was afraid to go near the houses after they put all those houses in there, because my neighborhood used to be like very few people, and then they started putting in more houses, more houses, more houses, and people were buying up land, putting in more, and it was almost becoming like too cluttered and too many people. But it used to not be like that. But yeah, back behind there, it used to be just straight woods, and then they put houses back there. The owner of the land ended up putting like trailers in there or something. I did watch her after it became sunrise. I didn't when it was dark. That freaked me smooth the hell out. And that motherfucker was knocking on the side of the house. I didn't say anything. I didn't make any noise. I believe if I would have made noise or said something, maybe it would have freaked him out. You know what I'm saying? But I did after, like, that's how I found the. I was like, where the hell are all my ducks? Like, I was calling them. I used to feed my ducks corn. And I had this little bucket. I would put like 2 to 3 cups of corn in it. And so I was calling my ducks, and they wouldn't come up. And they always come up. I didn't clip my ducks' wings. They were free to leave at any moment. But they decided they always stayed there because I fed them and stuff, right? But I didn't clip my ducks' wings because I wanted them to be able to fly away from predators, right? I wanted them to be able to go where they wanted to go. I didn't clip my ducks' wings. And so I know I've heard of people doing that, but I didn't do that. And so when I'm calling them, they usually always came when I called them, right? Because they knew it was feeding time. Or most of the time, they would be out there waiting because they knew feeding time, right? And so I was throwing I was trying to call them, and I was shaking the food bucket so they could hear it. Usually that's the best way to call them. And I go, here, duck, 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 duck. And none of my ducks came up but one. I was like, where the hell is all my damn ducks? This ain't right. And so I go to looking, and that's when I found the wingspans. And I was like, what the F? What the F? You know what I'm saying? So then I went to walk in, and there's a spot where there was this big ass toe print. Wasn't a full footprint, it was a toe print. Like the motherfucker had been pushing his front of his foot down, right? And it looked like he may have been down on one knee or something. I don't know. And that fucking toe was bigger than my foot. Like this motherfucker was huge. Well, it's not bigger than my whole foot, but about the front of my foot. It looked like if I took the front of my foot and just put it down in one spot. Because I ain't got a big feet anyway. Just tell the truth, I'm not a big foot woman. I wear a size 8 because it's comfortable. Technically, I wear a size 7 if you want to know the truth. Probably a 7.5 because that's what my ring size is too. I got little hands, little feet. I go down the street going beep, beep, beep. But I'm also not that big in person when you meet me. I'm not like really a big person. I'm tall, but I'm not tall. I'm like average height. And I'm not that big round as I look in picture. For some reason, I look so fat in picture and video, and I don't know why. And then you meet me in your person, like, what? Yeah. Yeah, my ring size, Miss Casey, is 7.5. My feet are there. But I like wearing an 8. Now, my ring, I do have to wear a 7 because if I wear an 8 so big that it falls off my finger, I probably could go a size down, but then it would probably be too tight because my hands do swell sometimes. So I like having it at a 7.5, right? Actually, I think she lowered it down to a 7 in general. I think she went down from a 7.5 to the lady when I got my ring resized. It was I forget what size it was, but I was telling her I was an 8, and she did a test, and she actually found out. She said, "Well, you're probably more of a 7.7.5," and then she did think, she said, "No, technically, I probably need to go down to a 7." And I was like, "What? I lost that much weight?" Because I used to be an 8. Hey, Miss Bambi. Also, happy Mom Monday, and also happy Mother's Day again. I hope you had a great one. And also, I really love my cartoons. If y'all didn't know, Miss Bambi made me a cartoon, and it's so cute. Like I'm literally the Dixie Mafia leader. I was never a tiny person, Miss Casey. I was never tiny. In fact, I was bigger than what I am now, but I lost a lot of weight and whatnot. But yeah, I never was like a skinny person. Yeah, I like the battle between me and JT. That one was good too. That was a good one too. It turned out real good. But I was literally sitting. I'm drinking my coffee right now, y'all. It's so good. I don't know, man. But I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? I was like, Bigfoot's is crazy. And I'll tell you another story, Miss Watcher. So, my dad went to Texarkana. You know where Texarkana is, and you know the stories behind Texarkana, right? They went into the woods hunting, and let's just say that my uncle came out of those woods. He's my uncle by heart, obviously, not by blood. And he came out of there white as a pale ghost and refuses to say what he saw in them woods. And they were staying at this house, and they literally shot at Bigfoot. Literally shot, and you could hear him scream. They hit him with a it was a 12 gauge, I believe. It was a pump. It might have been a single shot. I have to ask. May have been 20, but it was a shotgun pretty much, and you could hear him scream and stuff like. I think Bigfoot real, and I'm gonna say this. This is just my personal opinion. I think Bigfoot was a and is a creature from the past that has always been around. I just think because he's a wild animal, right? I believe he's brilliant. I think he's smart. I think we don't see the women and children as often, but we have heard of people finding their footprints or seeing where they may have been staying. I believe that it's not just a single Bigfoot. Obviously, there's too many sightings all over the United States of America, right? And I think that they're extremely smart, and I think they stay in cave systems. I think they stay not far from where creeks are because they know that's a water source and a food source. And think about it. Why wouldn't a wild animal become smarter? Right? I think they're highly intelligent. I think the reason we see them sometimes is I think that's the younger ones, the ones that are only a few years old, and that's why we see those specific ones because they've yet to like realize that for them people are bad, and that's why we have sightings. I believe some of them are too smart to be seen. I think they're highly intelligent in a wild animal sense. If you think about it, there's animals that they're discovering every day that we've never seen. If you look at the depths of the ocean, right? There are animals within the ocean that we've never seen. Look at the megalodon. Supposedly the megalodons were all like supposedly extinct, right? But when the temperature of the water changed, uh, we've had them come further up than they've ever been, and they realize they're still alive. Like they found sharks that are bigger than great whites, and the megalodons and stuff. Look at that shit. I believe there's a lot of animals out there that we've never seen in specific areas. I don't know if y'all know this, but there's an entire island with a group of people who have lived there their entire lives that they just now discovered not long ago. Just discovered. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of things that in rural areas and different things where people aren't there that we may not know about in cave systems, deep within cave systems. There could be, animals that we've never seen, never heard of. Like the movie, the horror movie. If we look at the one where they have to be silent, not Bird Box, the other one, where those bats came out of that cave, and stuff like that. What was that other movie called? They made a video game on it, if I'm not mistaken. What's the name of that movie? Oh crap! I can't remember the name of that movie. I like them. A Quiet Place. Is it A Quiet Place? I think it's called. Yeah, Quiet Place. That's the name of the movie. If you look at that one, right? Those bats, those creatures, were stuck in that cave system, and nobody had ever saw those before or whatnot. I believe there's a possibility there's more than that. There's more bugs we haven't seen, different things, and different animals. But I truly do believe that Bigfoot is an extremely intelligent creature. Um, it's still crazy to me that nobody's ever gotten blood proof. They've gotten hair samples and things like that, and footprints and stuff, but never caught one, you know. And if they have, I think they're keeping it from us. I think the government has. I think they're just keeping it from us. Why, I don't know. Just like, a lot of people talk about Skinwalker Ranch, and they talk about an area 47 or something like that, that they actually have like real like alien DNA and all this other shit. I think the government does keep some things from us. I think there is a section of the FBI and stuff like that that is for things that they're keeping from us and doing tests on and all this other stuff. I believe they have found a lot more than we'll ever know. And I don't know if it's to keep mass hysteria or if they're just not wanting to tell. I don't know. I don't know why it has to be such a secret. Because they call them cryptids nowadays. Because of creepypastas coming out and stuff. They talk about all the different cryptids and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all have ever heard some of the stories about cryptids and stuff. I be watching way too many creepypasta and listening to too many creepypasta stories when I go to bed at night because of Lighthouse Horror and this other guy named Mr. Grimm. I listen to them before bed. They're pretty cool. I like them. Hold on, let me show y'all. Okay, so basically, there's a list of cryptids supposedly, and we're gonna look at it because scary stories, we like them. So I'm gonna present screen up and not that. Why do I always accidentally click on that one when I don't mean to? Um, but they're now saying cryptids are animals or other beings that cryptozoologists believe may exist somewhere in the wild, but whose present existence is disputed or unsustained by science. Cryptozoology is a pseudoscience and has been widely critiqued by scientists. The subculture is regularly criticized for reliance on anecdotal information, and because in the course of investigating animals, the most scientists believe are unlikely to have existed. Cryptozoologists do not follow the scientific method. Many scientists have criticized the plausibility for cryptids due to the lack of physical evidence, likely misidentifications and misinterpretations of stories from folklore. While biologists regularly identify new species following established scientific methodology, um, cryptozoologists focus on entities mentioned in folklore, recorded, and rumor. So there is supposedly Angloria Peludu is a crypto-like figure belonging to the Canary culture and folklore, specifically from the Anga Mastiff region of Tenerife. However you say that, y'all. I'm fucking up them words. I'm sorry, y'all. Its other names: hairy eel. Description: pond animal. Pivotal Ravine and Canary Islands. Uh, Bunny Yip is an amphibious creature in Australia. Um, it is a creature from the Aboriginal mythology of southeastern Australia, said to lurk in swamps, billy bogs, creeks, riverbeds, and waterholes. Then you have the Cabosaurus, nicknamed Caddy by journalist Archie Willis, is a sea serpent in the folklore regions of the Pacific coast of North America. Its name is derived from Cabora Bay in Greater Victoria, British Columbia, and the Greek root word saurus, meaning lizard in reptile. It is a sea animal in the Pacific coast of North America. Um, Champ or Champy is a lake monster. Um, or and Lake Champlain in a 125-mile long body of fresh water shared by New York and Vermont, with a portion extending into Quebec, Canada. The legend of the monster is considered, the reason they, call it that is because it was because of the lake it's named after. Then you have cryptid whales. Uh, Giglioius whale, rhinoceros, dolphin, high-finned sperm whale, Alula whale, unidentified beaked whales. They're sea animals, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean. Um, it says cryptid whales are cetaceans claimed to exist by cryptozoologists on the basis of informal sightings, but not accepted by taxinomists, it's a taxidermist, as they lack formal descriptions of type specimens. Over the past few hundred years, sailors and whalers have reported seeing whales that they cannot identify. Um, these are basically what we would consider, Loch Ness monster is one of them. Things that are passed down from folklore, but are not proven yet, right? So there's all different kinds. If we go here, there's different sea serpents, lake monsters, sea animals. There's terrestrials. Now I will say down here, down south, where I'm from. Hey, Mr. Caden, we have uh, we have something that we call a domesticated black cat. It's kind of like a panther, but not a panther, right? Um, They're giant cats that are not really panthers. They don't follow any of the regular named animals that we know of, so they don't really have a name for them, if that makes sense. They're a mixture between a wild animal and a domesticated animal, and that's why they're called what they're called. Um, they're not quite as big as a panther or something like that, but they're not quite as small as a house animal either. And they're very dangerous and whatnot. Just like there's coy dogs and different things like that. So there's different kinds. The Cooper Cabra. That's another one that's down here. And the look of how a Cooper Cabra is supposed to look is also wildly like some people say it looks like a dog that has the mange, other people say it looks like this. There's different lore when it comes to the Cooper Cabra or the Chupacabra, as some people say. And different people also pronounce that word different. Um, but that is one of the biggest ones that you'll see down south, down in Texas, down in different places around here. The chupacabra is widely like people are like, oh my god. And then they have like the Dover Demon, the Fresno Nightcrawler. Um, I'm going down here, and then I've heard the Michigan Dogman, MOA, which is Surviving Original Population. Uh, it's a kind of giant, like kind of like an ostrich, but it's a medium to large flightless bird. Um, Mongolian death worms, Nadia bear, not deer, Queen's land tiger, and like there's all different kinds. Then they have hominids, which are you know hominoids, which are supposedly like wild men or human-ish. You know what I'm saying? So they have all different kind of that. Here's Bigfoot, because he's considered. They put instead of we used to call them urban legends. Now they got a name for them. They call them cryptids. But when we were little, we all called it an urban legend and all this other one. Hey, Mr. MRH. I'll say that until you absolutely see some of this stuff, a lot of it you won't believe in. And the only reason I have heard of the Dog Man, I have heard of that. I've heard of the Dog Man, and different supposed um, the three-legged woman. There's all different. You have urban legends, and you have cryptids, and you have oh, this person was a witch back in blah blah blah. You hear that a lot too in urban legend tales. But in cryptids, there's supposedly animals that you have the Chawata is an unincorporated community in Pike County, Mississippi, United States, and this is it's kind of like a version of Bigfoot, but it's specific to Mississippi. We're gonna open this link in new tab so I can show y'all um, the supposedly about this creature. Um, Share this. The Chattawa monster is a cryptid that is said to inhabit the swamps around Chattawa. The monster is reportedly responsible for strange claw marks on trees, unexplained missing chickens, and is said to resemble Bigfoot. Tradition holds that the Chattawa monster escaped from a wrecked circus train near the uh, Tanga. Yeah, we have some weird names down here if y'all want to know. Tangapoya River. Other resources claim the monster was an escaped monkey from the local Kramer's Lodge, or a story created by older students at the St. Mary's Institute. So where that's at is right here on the Mississippi Louisiana border down here at the bottom half down there, um, which ain't no telling to tell you the truth. Um, you know, it's not far from Baton Rouge, so there's supposedly a lot of different kinds of things that obviously we haven't seen. The Falk Monster, which is a version of Bigfoot. Most of these are versions of Bigfoot. They have one called the Swamp Ape. You know, the most of these right here in this specific area are versions of what we would say is Bigfoot, right? They have the Honey Island Swamp Monster. Um, there's the Skunk Ape, which we've all heard about that too. Um, the Yeti, the Yeren, they're all versions. The Yowie, they're all versions of what we all would say as Bigfoot. Then here's the flying cryptids, the Jersey Devil. We've all heard of the Jersey Devil. Um, and then the Mothman, we've heard of that one. Rod, what is Rod? Is it cryptozoological rods are elongated visual artifacts appearing in photographic images or videos and in recordings. Skyfish, air rods, solar entities, small flying stick-like creatures. Now I will say there is a stick-like creature they could be messing that one up with, and it does straight up look like a stick, like a straight up stick. But like they have, all different kinds of cryptids and whatnot. But that is something that is interesting to look into. Hey, Mr. David, how y'all doing this morning? Uh, I want to say this to all the mamas out there. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you had the best day, belated yesterday. And also, happy Mother's Day to all the single fathers out there and to the grandmas who take care of their grandbabies and to everybody out there who, even fur mamas and daddies. You know what I'm saying? All fur parents deserve Happy Mother's Day and Father's Day too. Also, Father's Day is coming up because it always comes up after Mother's Day. So we have to make sure our fathers are also, when it comes up, very much so appreciated. Just saying. And now, my uncle used to tell us a story about the goat man. It wasn't the dog man for us, it was the goat man. He supposedly has the head of a goat. And to scare us away from going outside at night and stuff. Um, so yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but here's the thing: I would suggest nobody to go out in the woods at night. Um, and if you do, always carry your peace so you can remain peaceful, and don't just carry a little pow pow, cause you gonna need a high powered rifle or something with some stopping. Cause here's the thing: even just regular bears, you don't want to have just a little 22 in your hand, cause that's just gonna piss a bear off. That's it. Ain't you just fist and piss the bear off? Have something with stopping powers. What I'm saying. Don't go out there and mess around and find out and play around with the wild animals like that. Don't do it. Also, I will give a suggestion if you have, let's say you've never went hunting a day in your life, right? And you don't know this. If you go out in the woods, there is something you can buy. If you go to the store, it's called no scent. Okay, you want to use that for yourself. There's a reason why. Wild animals can smell you before they'll ever see you. If you're trying to sneak up on something, you're trying to be quiet in the woods and you don't want nobody to know you there and you trying to sneak around, if you're not wearing no scent and they get a whiff of your smell, um, you know, that can either lead to A, them running away, which is the best possibility, or B, could also be possible that you alert, um, you know, um, you alert the predators in the area that you're there and they will come to attack. Also, if you are in the woods and you get a cut or anything, clean that stuff right away with something and patch it up because they can smell that. I suggest being very careful in the woods. Also, when you're in the woods, use a stick to check the ground in front of you and always have a 1 foot you leave behind, and 1 foot is called your lead foot. And let me explain to you about walking through the woods. There can be holes in that ground that you don't know about, like old wells, different things like that that you can fall into. And if nobody knows you're out there, trust and believe you will pass away before you are found. So, always, there's a specific way you walk in the woods. Take your, I always lead with my left foot. That's just me. You can lead with your right foot. But take your 1 foot, turn it sideways. That is your balance. That is your to keep you on footing ground. Take your other foot and always step with the tips of your toes when you go forward to test the ground. Use walking sticks and or just get you a big stick off the ground and take and test the ground in front of you, because how many people have in the woods fallen into these holes and these burrows in the ground and couldn't get back out, or broke a limb. Always be careful walking in the woods. You never know when there's like a hole that you can't see because of leaves falling down, all these different things. Also, it helps to have like walking sticks or something in case you run up on snakes. Always carry, if you're going out into the deep woods, always carry a machete with you. Always carry a machete because you may or may not have to take out a poisonous snake. You know what I'm saying? Always carry a machete with you. The reason you want a machete and not a hatchet or something else, let me explain to you. Machete has reach. You don't want to have to take a little small tiny knife and try to take out a snake or something. You want to have a good machete on your side. You can buy them. They have belt things so you can have it with you. You might need to cut down some vines or something. Machetes are good to have. Trust and believe when I say this. Have a good old machete on your side if you walk in the woods. Don't forget your pow pow. Bear spray, the only thing, David, about bear spray, let me tell you something. Sometimes that bear spray don't hurt the bear. Sometimes it just pisses the bear off. That's why I suggest carrying a pow pow. Um, Also, a lot of times, wild animals. Yes, always have some good boots. I suggest, now, these are my favorite boots that I wear because of you never know when you're going to hit. Now, I wear mud boots in the woods. I don't wear those hiking boots and all that other bullshit. I wear mud grips. When I say grips, I want them to have grips, not the slick soles, not none of that bull mess. I want mud boots with the grips on the bottoms. Because here's another thing, you also never know when you're going to hit a muddy patch, and you could possibly hit a version of quicksand. It's kind of like it, but you'll sink off in it. So I always get you some good mud boots. Yeah, technically there have been people, Mr. David, who have sprayed bears with that damn bear spray. Also, I've heard of people accidentally spraying them damn selves with it, which is stupid as fuck. But I've heard of with bear spray that if it's not in a concentrated enough area, right, and you're really more out in the open, that yeah, it really don't work. And I've heard it's pissed off bears and not really worked before. I've heard sometimes it works and they'll run away, and other times it'll just piss them the fuck off. And I'm like, so that's why you should have a pow pow too. Don't forget your pow pow. Always have your pow pow. And don't have no little 22 or 25 or something that ain't gonna have no stopping power. You know what I'm saying? Have you have two? I would say to have two different pow pows with you. One, a high-powered rifle, or a shotgun. Now, a shotgun can work for both of these. I will say this: one for close range, one for far range, just in case. Uh, Close range, obviously, with a high-powered rifle, um, you're gonna have to, aim it right. With a handgun, you want a pretty powerful handgun, so that if you had to do something close range to get them off of you, you know what I'm saying. So I would suggest two. I'd have one on my side and one slung on my back. I'm just saying. That's right. That's right there, Mr. David. I'd have my favorite. What is the name? Is it a? Let's see. I gotta look it up and make sure I'm getting the caliber right. Uh, Cause sometimes I be getting calibers wrong. Let me look up and make sure it's. Nope, it's not that. What is? I'm trying to remember the caliber right now. I was looking up the caliber and I finally got it. A 370. 370 hunting rifle. That's what I would want. Mhm. 308's good too, and a 30 off 6. 270 mag's also good. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You want to make sure if you walking in woods that you do what you got to do, and you make sure that you take care of everything. Cause the woods ain't no joke. A lot of people think that they'll be safe, and yeah, there's a possibility you can walk out there, you're fine, there's no problem. But then what ifs, right? What if you're walking out there and something does? You want to be prepared for everything. I do want to say that you want to try to be prepared. Carry you a Also, I will say this: if you're running from a bear, do not run in a straight line. Try to get in a tree thicket if you possibly can. Let's say you don't have nothing and you're out in the woods, and let's say you don't have your pow pow, you don't have these things to protect yourself. I'm gonna give y'all a little wood etiquette. Don't climb a tree, whatever you do, with a big cat. That's not gonna work. Okay. With certain bears, you can climb a tree, but you got to get pretty far up because they can climb too. If you're gonna take off running, don't run in a straight line. Try to run towards a tree thicket where it gets thinner and thinner, where you can hide in the trees, but it's harder for them to get around. And if you can at all, if it's a wild animal that is tracking you, whether it be a pack of dogs, whether it be anything, try to hit water. Try to hit water and cross a creek or something for them to lose your scent. Walk down the creek for a little while until you can get to another area because they'll lose your scent enough for you to be able to get away. Always remember that if you're ever in the woods and something starts tracking you, try to cross a creek. Try to cross and don't just go straight across because they'll go straight across. Walk down a little ways, a good little ways down the creek if you can, then cross. Um, try to get your scent lost. If you can rub mud on yourself, believe it or not, it'll help hide your scent. Um, because some animals do track you by scent. And I hate to say it, but if you run across a fucking mountain lion or something like that, you almost screwed. You better just pick up whatever the hell you can find near you as a weapon and try to fight back. Do not turn your back to them. Do not do that. Don't ever turn your back to a cat or anything. They will tear you up. Sorry about that. I keep getting interrupted. I got to make a phone call in a minute so they'll leave me the hell alone. Um, Old people, you know how they are. We all know how the old people are. So, does anybody have any amazing things planned for this afternoon? Or anything that y'all did this weekend? Did anybody have any fun or anything like that? Anybody doing anything cool this week? I would suggest anybody to always have a pack too if you're going to go in the woods. Like, get you a backpack and keep you some granola bars in there, obviously, water. Have you a thing where you can start a fire, keep a compass. Also, remember there are different things. Let's say you get lost in the woods, there are different ways that you can always find your way out, right? If you know you came into the woods, always before you go into the woods, know which direction you're coming from, whether it be north, south, east, or west. Know which way you're coming into the woods, right? So if I know I came via the north when I went into the woods, I know I'm going to have to go back out by going south, right? It's the opposite direction of what you came in. If you came in from the east, you're going to have to go back west to get back out, right? So always know the direction, like even when you're on the back roads here or you're traveling, know try to keep your direction right. And most roads lead together, so you can't fully get, lost all the way. You can always go back and find a main road. Um, a lot of roads do lead together down here specifically. So let's say I know I'm headed north, but I need to go south or east or west. I can take a block and know which way I'm going. And when I say a block, it's actually really, really far in the backwoods, but um, I could pretty much get out of any area and get back to a main area that way, right? If I know in which direction that I'm headed, it's always good to know your direction. That way you can't ever get lost. And if you do get lost, you can get the hell out of there, right? If let's say your GPS is failing, you're in an area where you ain't getting no service, you ain't getting no nothing. You don't have GPS in your car, you have no cell service, so you can't get on your GPS on your phone, right? And let's just say your phone dies, or you don't have no way to get a hold of any GPS whatsoever. It is best for you to teach yourself these things. You know what I'm saying? If you're out in the deep woods, things can go to looking exactly the same. Hey, Miss Angela, the co-defendant, and thank Mr. Maddie for recommending me. Welcome, welcome. We over here chilling and chatting. We was talking about the deep woods. You know what I'm saying about being in the deep woods and not getting lost and doing all the things. To take care of yourself and protect yourself and um, also knowing which way moss grows on what side of the tree. Um, it can help you. Moss grows on the north side of trees, so that'll help. And it also does grow on the south and east and west side of trees as well. Moss may grow on the north side of a tree if that is the shadiest location. So let's say when you came into those woods, you know which way the sun was setting or doing mostly, right? If you look at the side of the moss, it's going to show you it's going to be the shadiest part. So it's going to be the part that doesn't get the most sun, right? We all know that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, right? So if that set of woods doesn't get any sun on one side, you can pretty much guesstimate. Let's say that the south side of that tree never sees sunlight. That's where the moss is going to grow. But you can't always go by moss, and people don't know that. People do not know that. You know what I'm saying? I will say that the northern star is a good thing at night. But your best bet if you're out in the woods, right, is to have a compass, is to keep a compass and know where you came in from, whether it be the north, south, east, or west, so you can know how to get back out. And if you had to change directions, right, to be able to get out, you know, just like when you're traveling on the road. Mr. MRH, I hope you're having a good day today. Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to survive in the woods, especially if they've never had to do it, if they're city and they've never walked the woods, they've never been through the woods. You know, if you're ever going to do it, please do it precautiously and safely because the woods can be a very dangerous place. You can get lost, you can, you know, fall into a ravine, a hole, all these different things. So that's why if you're ever going to do it and you've never done it before, I would suggest, you know, doing your research. I am doing pretty good this morning. I'm going to make a short call right quick. So if y'all hear me go silent, it's because of that. Because I'll mute myself. Obviously, I'm not going to talk business while on live and give out any personal information. But just for a second, and then I'll be right back. So don't think y'all going deaf or anything like that. Sometimes I got to do this stuff early in the morning, y'all. Early in the morning. Yeah, it's the same for me, Miss Angela. Is I try to say hey to everybody, and sometimes I miss things, especially if my chat is not on top chat and it's on. If it's not on live chat, it's on top chat, and I don't see it right away. Or I do. I try to say hey to everybody, and sometimes I miss folks. Grand Risings, Jug, FL promoter. Grand Risings. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to take care. I had to take care of a phone call. A phone call, Miss Angie. I'm so sorry. Yeah, had to take care of my old people. You know, I take care of all their doctor stuff. I take care of all their you know, things like that. I take care of my elderly parents, and so obviously when they need something, I have to take care of it and make sure it's done and taken care of, like their blood pressure medications, you know, their um, their diabetes and all that other stuff. So I handle all that stuff. So if I get a phone call in a minute and y'all hear me just mute up randomly, just know it's usually because I'm taking care of something to deal with that. Also, my son will be seeing the specialist on the 20th this month. That was the earliest appointment that we could get, obviously. And we got the test results back for his um, sonogram, but it really didn't show anything significant. So, yes, Miss Angela, I have my hands full. I'm telling you, I'm always taking care of everybody else. So, sometimes I'll be on 50 different phone calls at one time, taking care of everybody. And then I'll be forgetting about myself sometime. I don't know if y'all do that. But do y'all ever take care of so much stuff that sometimes you forget about your own stuff and you be like, dang, I forgot myself. I'm taking care of everybody else. So yeah, so I take care of all that, but we're gonna definitely find out more when we go see the liver specialist because his enzymes came back a little bit elevated, and whatnot. So we're taking care of that, and the person who likes to disparage my name and disparage my child and talk about him and say that he's an incest child, you go to hell. I don't care. My child does have cerebral palsy. My child has had a very lot happen over the years. But my child is my life, and I have spent every moment of my life making sure he's straight, and I will do it to the day I pass away from this earth. He has always been well taken care of. No, my child don't run the streets. No, my child doesn't go do bad things. My child does not have a criminal record. He doesn't believe in social media. He has very little when it comes to that because he don't like it. And I know that sounds strange for some folks, but my kid laughs at me for having a TikTok. He thinks it's hilarious because I'm on social media. He hates social media. He thinks this is stupid as shit. Which, hey, could be worst thing in the world. He loves his video games. Smart as a whip snake too. You know us Southerners say that. And right now my dogs are playing, so if y'all hear them making all kind of racket, don't think nothing about it. They love to play, and oh my god, we got a new puppy, and she has the. I wish I had a 10% of the energy that animals have sometimes, like puppies do. 10% of their energy. If we had 10%, boy, you know how much stuff we could get done on a daily basis. Also, Miss Angela, where you're new here, we have like I do different content. So on Monday, sometimes I just be talking, but then we do mod mystery and we do all that kind of stuff on Mondays. Tuesday is Topic Tuesday, where sometimes we are be on different topics. Sometimes these subscribers come up with the topic. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday. We talk about everything wellness related, whether it be physical, mental, or whatever. Thursday was True Crime Thursday. I'm still covering true crime, but I'm also doing other stuff too. And Friday is Freaky Spooky Friday and or Fuck Around and Find Out Friday. So it can change up. And sometimes we just have coffee conversations where you just sit here and chill and talk to each other. I ask you how your day's going. We can talk from anything from, cryptids, zoology to, just like what's going on TikTok or crazy mess that you see on the internet or, it can go all over the place, you know? We could just be talking about cake because I do like talking about cake. I'm just saying. I do like cake. Cake is delicious. So if y'all hear the dogs in the background playing and stuff, that's what they're doing right now. The new puppy's doing well. Speaking of which, she came. Somebody dumped her. We have a problem with that here down south because there's no laws against it, right? Just like we don't have laws against vicious animals. Um, so all you do if you have a vicious animal in your area, because we don't have leash laws in the counties and in the, like when you live in the country, you have to make a police report and keep that just in case you ever had to do like something you don't want to do if it's a vicious animal, right? If the dog likes to attack. That's pretty much all you can do. It's really sad. But yeah. But so down here, we have a problem with people dumping puppies off when they don't want them anymore. Our neighbor's got a lab puppy. There was a whole set of them. She found every one of them a home but one, so she ends up keeping it. And there's a little boy down the street from us and his mom. They ended up picking up a set of them that somebody just dropped off because we have hunting land near us, and so nobody lives there, and so people just think drop them off there, and this happens all the time over here. All the time. It's really sad. But we have a lot of people who do stuff like that. And she had all kind of ticks on her. Her little sides was like sunk in, looked like she hadn't ate in a while and was thirsty. And she was very, like she was hiding food at first, like trying to put it back because obviously she hadn't eaten it, but now she's all fat and sassy and her sides ain't sunken no more. I got rid of all the ticks. I got her some medication. I made sure she was dewormed. Um, she got herself a new collar and it's camouflage. And she got her a toy and she thinks she's the bee's knees now. And she's doing really well. I don't know about y'all, but I always try, if there's a lost pup, I always try to find the owner. Um, I've always done that. Like, there was a person who made up a fake room that I stole the dog. First off, I wasn't in the neighborhood for over 2 years. How can you steal a dog when you're not there? And how many times I saved that same dog from getting hit by cars and took it back home? At the time, I had too many animals. I would have never took that dog. I don't know how many times I saved his dog from getting hit by cars and fed his dog because he wasn't feeding it enough. It's a really big dog and it needs more than a small dog when it comes to food. The dog wasn't getting enough food. His little sides was sunk in. He should have been fed more. But he was only giving him like a half a cup of food. I'm like, no, a big dog that size needs way more food. If you read the recommended, you can see it on the dog food bag. It tells you. Like, it's common sense. Big dogs need more food than little dogs. It's just common. But all my animals have always been well taken care of. Yes, I did rescue a lot of cats at one time. I do not have those cats anymore. Most of my cats did pass away of old age, very old age. They lived a long, healthy life. Um, I think animals are our most precious commodity, and they're better than any human could ever be. And I love watching Mr. MRE and Rocco. Like, I love watching about Rocco because I love that puppy. And I love animals in general. All animals are innocent little cherubs who don't do no wrong. They love us unconditionally. Even an animal that has been severely abused loves that owner unconditionally. It's super sad for people to do that to animals because they don't deserve it. They're just little babies. Ain't that right, Brew Brew? Ain't that right? Yes, it is. You being pitiful? Yeah. Did they beat your little pawpaw? Oh, which one was it? I can ask my little one that. It's so cute. He'll hold up one paw and then he'll forget and hold up the other paw. I don't know if you've ever had one that would be pitiful and act pitiful, but they'll act like somebody beat their little pawpaw and they'll put their little pawpaw up and then he'll forget which pawpaw he said it was the first time and he'll hold up the other pawpaw. And I have the grumpy old man Boomer, and he's a feist mix, and he gets grumpy and growls if they get on his nerves. And then we have our beautiful boxer girl, and her name is Bailey. And then Duchess is the new puppy, and I think she's mixed with Golden Retriever and something else. Um, but yeah, they're over here playing. I don't know if y'all can hear them. Sound like they're killing each other, don't they? Oh my God, it kills me when they do that. They they make all kind of racket when they play. Ah rah 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 rah. And the funny part is, the boxer that's making that noise is she just likes to make noise when she plays. Hey, y'all calm down. Hello, I'm a human here. Oh God, they're falling into me and playing. Also, Miss Bambi, I love my cartoons. They're so cute. Y'all two calm down. Damn it. I swear. But, I can't stop them from playing. I want them to be able to play and have fun. I want them to be able to. I'm human here. You can stop, like, falling into me while you're playing, please. She makes all that racket, and they're laying on their backs, on their sides, being lazy while playing. Lazy. Lazy play. They literally lay on their sides while doing that. I don't know if y'all's dogs get that way, but they get lazy when they play. Mine do. Lazy little shits. I love them though. And she has this one toy that she absolutely adores. It's the fishy toy. Now, the little one, he likes the rope toy, and the fat one loves the snake toy. It's like a little squeaky toy thing, but I call it the snake because it really don't look like a real snake. It's just a long toy that's stuff. Hey, church lady, your dog start barking and that woke you up, girl. You hear these two over here playing, right? They love to wrestle because Bailey's finally got somebody that's her size that she can play with and wrestle with. Because she can't do that with the smaller dogs, obviously. Because she could hurt them and she knows that. That's actually her. Bailey's talking right now. Yeah, because sometimes, Mr. David, it won't give you a notification and you don't know that somebody done had a live and you go look and you're like, oh my God, when did you go live? I didn't see that. And there goes my thing telling me I'm in a whole nother area. Y'all, I live on the borderline of two different places. And so one day it'll say one place, like depending on what side of the house I'm on, and the next day it'll say I'm in another place, and it's kind of funny. Oh yeah, Bailey and the big dog are playing right now. They're the same size, and Bailey loves having somebody she can wrestle with and play with because they're the same size. Where versus she can't do that with the two small ones, right? They have to be more careful. But these two, they're. Now I gotta tell y'all this. She's laying on her side. The other one's laying on her side, and she's just going ah rah 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 rah. And literally just being super lazy while playing. Do y'all's dogs do that? Do they lay down on their sides when they get lazy and play? Just be taking their paws and smacking each other with it and laying on their side? Oh, you mixed a Monster and a Death Wish coffee? That's crazy, Mr. David. Don't be doing all that. You be done had a problem with your heart. Don't be doing all that. Your Doberman does it. They so lazy when they play sometimes, I swear. They just be laying down on their sides. I'm like, y'all some lazy little shits. Yeah, I have one church lady that does not like that, and he's a grumpy old man. That's what I call him. His name is Boomer, and he's laying down behind me right now because when he lays down beside me and they get on him and he's under the blanket, he'll go. Rrr. He's grumpy. He's a grumpy old man. Ain't that right, Boomy? No. And Boomer's also afraid of Coke cans, and he's afraid of hats. He has a lot of fears. So I tell people if you come in the house, he's never don't bring a Coke can, a spray bottle, any of that near him. I don't know why he's afraid of Coke cans. Never could figure that out. And I didn't even know he was until one day I popped a Coke can and I was walking to the house and he freaked out. I was like, since when are you afraid of Coke cans? The weirdest shit. You find out how your dog's afraid of something because I usually just pour my Coke into my cup, and it just one day I was just drinking out of the can. And that's how I found out. He was afraid of it. He ran from me. I was like, what? I find out my little dog is afraid of things that I don't know about by like one day I was spraying the house with smell good stuff, right? Smell good stuff. I was spraying some free breeze in the house. He freaked out because I was spraying free breeze. Hey, hey, don't hit me in the head with your tail, please. Thank you. I know, Boomy. You're afraid every time. I know, I know. He's pitiful. He's hiding behind my back right now, and he literally sometimes is afraid of like the weirdest stuff. Like I was spraying, like I said, that smell good stuff, and I didn't know he was afraid of spray bottles until that day. Because I think it was the first time I sprayed it around him, if that makes sense. Like I had sprayed before, but not directly around him. Yeah, he's sick of them. Boomer said he's sick of them. He don't like 'em. He don't like the BS. He don't like when they make a lot of racket. It scares him. Like he don't like the sound of that because he associates that with aggression, and they're just playing. But when he was a pup, when people used to make that racket, they were actually fighting and bad things happened. So he is afraid when they do stuff like that because of the way he grew up. He grew up with a bunch of other dogs before we got him, and they would viciously fight like that. But they're just playing, but he doesn't understand because it sounds exactly the same. He doesn't understand they're not trying to hurt each other. And so it scares. He's scared of everything. I'm telling you, he's scared of his own shadow. I put on a hat and walk in the house, and he freaks out if he hasn't seen you in that hat. Like, I bought a new hat one day, and all I did was put on a brand new hat. That's all I did. I bought a hat. And he freaked out. Like, he couldn't take it. Like, I can't wear hats or beanies or, things like that around him without him seeing me put it on. I can't just walk in the house with a new hat or a beanie or something like that and him not have seen it before. He'll freak out. He's like, oh my God, who are you? He's a sweet boy, though. He's just afraid of his own shadow. He's a sweet baby, though. Are you finally tired, Bailey? Are you finally tired? Okay. She's finally tired, y'all. She said she needs a nap now. She needs her mid-morning, mid-afternoon nap for her lunch nap, and then she needs her like I have the chillest. We have the chillest boxer you have ever seen in your life. Most boxers get like crackheads, right? Nope. This boxer wants to sleep all the time. Mhm. Now, since the new puppy, she's been playing a lot more. No, no, we don't play with no, no, we don't do that. We don't tear up. For some reason, she thinks my shoes are her toy. Just mine. Nobody else's. Just mine. You have a whole toy. Where is your fishy? Huh? What did you do? Did you hide your fishy? Do I need to go find it for you? Hmm. Did you hide it? Okay. I'm going to go find out what she did with her fishy toy because sometimes she likes to hide it behind things and then can't find it, and so I have to find it for her. Ain't that right, girl? You like to hide your fishy toy? Yeah. And the little one takes the rope toy and hides it behind the door sometimes, and so I have to go get it for him. They've absolutely hid their toys in the bed before. I've had to get it out of my bed. Like I'll hit something with my foot and go, "What the hell is that?" It's the toy. Yeah, it's the toy. They like to hide it for some reason near me. I guess I'm the keeper of the toys and the keeper of all their things. And church lady, isn't it crazy how it's usually only your shoe? Nobody else's shoe gets involved. Nobody else's. Everybody else's shoes can be all over. They don't bother nobody else's shoes. Just yours. Why is it just yours? And it's usually once like I can have three different set of shoes and it's usually just this one set. And why they pick on that one set, I don't know. I guess it's because it's the one I wear mostly, so it smells like me. I guess that would be the reason why. And they feel comfort about that. And if you think about it, it's usually one set of shoes that you wear most of the time, right? And it's for some reason that specific set. Why, I don't know. It's always weird like that. See, that's what I was talking about, church lady. It's always that one set that you wear all the time or something that you wear mostly. And I mean, occasionally they'll mess with it, but mostly it's just something you wear most of the time. And I don't know if it's because they were missing you or they're thinking about you or what it is, but it's my one pair of shoes. Every other shoe they don't mess with, but it's my one pair that I wear most of the time. I don't know what it is. I really don't. Now I had one dog that absolutely used to love tearing up shoestrings, just shoestrings, not the shoe itself, just the shoestrings, and I don't know why. And I had that dog all kind of chew toys, different toys to play with, so they could chew it up instead of messing with my stuff. And why they just loved the shoestrings. I'd have to buy extra pair of shoestrings. I don't know what it was about shoestrings. Just want to tear them up. They starting to calm down now because they done played themselves out. Now they need a nap. Now they need a whole nap, not a quarter of a nap, not a piece of a nap. They'll probably lay down here in a minute. Yeah, I had one dog that absolutely adored shoestrings for some reason. Wouldn't chew on the shoe itself. And then we had a dog when I was little. My dad has huge feet. So my dad wears like a 15 inch shoe, right? And they're big shoes, like big shoes. And we had this little dog who would try to carry around my dad's shoes because that dog loved my dad to death. When I say she loved him, he couldn't be out of her sight for 5 minutes. Like she worshiped the ground he walked on. And his shoe was bigger than her. She would be dragging them big old shoes around knowing that shoe was twice the size of her. She was a little poodle, a little miniature poodle, and the shoe was bigger than her. But she had carried around. She loved that shoe. She loved, yeah, they're only going to nap for about 15 minutes, be back at it again. My dad is a big man. When I say my dad's a big man, my dad's 6'5". My dad is an extreme large. That's why that one person hates my dad because he's scared shitless of him. You know my daddy will knock his damn head off. And that's why he likes to talk shit about him behind his back, but smile in his damn face, and likes to do those things because he's scared of him, and he knows he is. He knows he is. He knows my dad will knock his damn block off. And for some reason, his little skinny ass likes to try to pick at my dad. And my dad has saved his ass from getting his ass whooped so many damn times. Because he's got an alligator mouth and a hummingbird ass. And if you know what I'm talking about when somebody's got an alligator mouth and a hummingbird ass, you know what I'm talking about. I must say this. My dad don't fight anymore, but I see my dad knock a dude out one punch before. One punch. That's all it took. And to be a big dude, he's not slow. A lot of big dudes, a lot of big old guys, a lot of them, not every one of them, but a lot of them are slow when they fight. Not him. Uh-uh. But yeah, that one dude that likes to do the interviews on me. Yeah, he likes to talk a lot of shit because he that's all he can do. But how people like that they end up getting theirs eventually. Karma's a bitch, but I do have to. I did make that call and whatnot. Take care of some stuff for my dad this morning, and take care of stuff for my mom, and take care of stuff for my son. Child, if I swear to God, man, if I could just, ooh, I'm gonna chill today. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna do me some chilling today. I'm gonna play me some games, and I'm gonna, try to see who's gonna all go live today. What everybody gonna be doing. Um, Anybody got any cool lives they're gonna be doing this afternoon, so I could tell the peoples about your lives? Cause y'all know sometimes. Oh, they got a new Tomb Raider game. Oh, what for the PS4? Um, but I like to try to tell folks about people going live if they're gonna have one later, because sometimes YouTube don't give out notifications. Watcher, if you still here, boo, I don't know if you is in the clouds or in the bushes doing stuff. You gonna be doing a live today, girl? You gonna be nosy today, church lady? I gotta get caught up on all this drama that's happening in the beef sector. Sometimes I just get I don't see it all sometimes. I gotta catch up on all the drama. It is possible. Okay, well, I was just wanting to know if you was gonna do it so I could tell the people. Um, you know, be like, hey, be at Watcher's house at such and such time and go watch her live. Damn it. I thought I might have to, tell the people, tell the people. Um, I did fall asleep during Fumble's Friday night show, and I watched Twin Mamas on Thursday night. I've been up a little later than I usually do because I usually go to bed early as shit. I tell the truth. Most I am, and I do got to go back and watch Mr. Rat Trap's Cities video. And I did watch Miss Bambi this morning. Um, Even if I didn't drop down and say hey all the time, I'm a lot of times there when you don't know it. If I'm busy doing something, the reason I don't drop down and say hey sometimes because I'm just busy. So hey, shaker, 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 how's it been going over there in the hell sector, girl? I'm sorry if I've been missing your lives and things like that. I just been super busy. I don't know if you know this, because I know you drop in and drop out sometimes. But my son is going through some health conditions right now, so I'm not able to be as everywhere as I want to be at all times. So I do want to say that I love me some Room Shaker now. If y'all know Room Shaker, she give people hell, and they can't take her mouth. But I like me some Shaker. I like me some Shaker. I'm gonna share out Room Shaker Shaker's channel. Um, she's you may not understand what she's talking about at first if you're not from the sector. She's talking about something else, but she has great content, and I just enjoy her as a person. Cause she is what I like about Room Shaker, and a lot of people, she does some crazy shit and whatnot. She knows what I'm talking about. She be giving people hell. She just gives them back what they give to her. But she's in your face about it. She gonna tell you if she like you, if she don't like you. She ain't gonna play with you. She ain't gonna sugarcoat shit, and that's what I like about her. I like people who are upfront in your face about who they are. They're not gonna smile in your damn face and stab you right in the back. Room Shaker gonna tell you to your face if she got a problem, and that's what I love about some Room Shaker. And if she got to talk to you about something, she'll say, hey, come here, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Say, you know what I'm saying? I like straight up people. I like straight up people that be all up in your face, but they are who they are, regardless if you like it or you don't like it. I like people like that because I know where I stand with them. If they have a problem, I know they're gonna come tell me to my face, like, bitch, we got an issue. And that's why, some people, hey, my honey bee love, and thank you, beautiful. That's why I absolutely adore Jay Dunn, and some people don't like her. I like Jay Dunn because Jay Dunn gonna tell you how she feel and tell you straight to your motherfucking face. That's why I love VS Icon, because she gonna tell you how she feel right to your motherfucking face. She ain't gonna play about that shit. I don't like motherfuckers that smile in your face, act all goody goody, and then stab you right in the back. I want you to tell me how you feeling. I want you to tell me if you got a problem. Because there's sometimes we can have a conversation about it, big two grown adults. You know what I'm saying? And I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I like people who are straight up and honest about who they are, what they believe in, what they gonna do. And Shaker will tell you. She'll straight up tell you. If you mess with her and you poke her, she gonna take it straight to hell. She don't care. And I like that about her. She gonna you better leave her alone. That's what she'll tell you. Don't poke at her. There's certain folks I'll tell y'all don't poke with. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't play with the tigers in a meat bikini. Don't do it. Don't play with the tigers, child. My mama taught me better than that. She said, don't play with the tigers. You know what I'm saying? But if you're good to Shaker, Shaker will be good to you, right? If you're good to, people and you treat them, well, me and you, I might poke you a little bit, watch, but that's side the point, girl. Also, I've been seeing some of the hateful shit you've been tagged in, Watcher. And I hate the fact that anybody is using God in their bullshit. Leave God the hell out of your crazy shit. Leave God out of your bullshit. Okay? God ain't got shit to do with your beef. Okay? Stop telling people they're going to hell. You can't be telling people they're going to hell. That's not your right to. Lord Jesus, sweet have mercy. I hate when people do that though. Because it's like you being a hateful Christian. Stop that. And you're like, oh, no, I can't get down with that. I can't get down with that. My God, I choose to believe that my God is a loving God. I choose to believe that my God cares about people and ain't a hateful. You know what I'm saying? Sure do need to, man. That crazy. That went just, man. You've been how many? You ain't said a thing in how long, Watcher, about that person? And how many tags have you been tagged in? Like, I know I lost count. Well, we understand why there were how many 15, 18, 5150s? Or not even 5150s, which is worse than that Baker acted. Shit. Damn. Like, bruh. 28 Baker. Man, I'm gonna say this. 28 5150s, bruh. 28 Baker acts. Man. I understand now. I understand. Thank you, dear Jesus, for discernment. I just gotta say, you kept me from doing something crazy. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, I had to say that out loud because Jesus is my homie. I'm gonna say this. I hate when people put God in their BS and their drama. God ain't got shit to do with your beef. Stop adding him to your bullshit. Leave him be. The only thing you should be doing with God is praising him and thanking him. Don't add him to your shit. He ain't a part of no mess. He's shaking his head when you do some shit like that. He's like, don't add me to your beef. Don't do that shit. Leave God out of it. Y'all can fight with and all that shit. Leave God out of it, okay? He ain't got nothing to do with it. God's just chilling. Y'all fight all you want to, but leave Jesus out of it. I'm sorry. That's my homie. Jesus and God is my homies, okay? Also, I'm going to say this right now. I would never tell another human being that they're going to Hades, because it's not my right to. I'm also not going to tell anybody else how to live their life because it's not my right to. And that's not to deal with God, that's my own personal choice. Here's the thing, when we both go up to glory, I'm not getting judged based on your book of life. I'm getting judged by my own. But anyway, when we go down, when we go to the glory, I'm getting judged on what I did in this lifetime, right? And do I fall short of God's glory? Yes, I do. There is no perfect Christian. If you try to claim you are perfect, something is wrong with you. Ain't nobody perfect. You can't say you did wrong. You can't say you have to take accountability for your actions. You know what I'm saying? Take accountability for your actions when you do something wrong. When I do something wrong, if I hurt someone and I do something wrong, and I was a part of some mess, child, not too long ago, and I took accountability for that shit. And I apologized where I thought I needed to apologize. And I took responsibility. And you know what I'm saying? When you do something, you're supposed to take responsibility for your actions. When I see someone who doesn't take any responsibility and thinks they're perfect, I have a problem with that. Because that means that you have something going on that's worse. That's narcissistic personality disorder, when you think you do no wrong and you have done no wrong and take no accountability for your actions that you have done. I take accountability for my actions. Um, None of us are perfect, and if you claim to be perfect, that's also a problem. You have a problem because people who claim no responsibility, and they're always the victim. Somebody's already doing something to them. It's always somebody else's fault. Yeah, I can't do the self-righteous BS, honeybee. I can't do that myself. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, ain't none of us perfect, and all of us fall short of his glory. We have to ask for our forgiveness when we do. You know what I'm saying? Change our behaviors and try to be the best we can be. We're never going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And we can strive to be, but we'll never be perfect. We're always going to make mistakes. We're only human at the end of the day. And, when we do make mistakes, it's how we move forward from the mistakes. It's how we take accountability for those mistakes, right? You take your accountability. You admit your wrongs, when you do something wrong. Like, if I did somebody wrong, I'm going to admit what I did. I'm going to stand in my ish. I'm going to apologize, change the behavior, and do better. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. In the Bible, it does show that Jesus created a sin. Do you know what that sin was, church lady? And I know that you know this because you know the Bible. He created one. Do you know what it was? He said, Father, why have thou forsaken me? He knew the plan all along, but he questioned God on his plan. He wasn't supposed to do that because he already knew the plan, right? He already knew what was going to happen to him. He already knew. You know what I'm saying? Even the most perfect human that ever walked this earth made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Even the most perfect human faltered a little bit, right? So, if that shows that the most perfect human that ever walked this earth made a mistake, who are we? Who are we to be better? He was human in that moment. That's what it shows. That's what I'm trying to show, church lady. Even the most, closest to God that you could ever get was still, at the end of the day, human, had human emotion, human pain, human feelings. And that's why, you know what I'm saying? We should not be so hard on ourselves when we do make mistakes, when we do mess up, when we do falter, right? We just try to be the best we can be. He walked and he crawled willingly so that we could have our salvation. Yes, yes, amen. So that's why I try to, some people will try to say that that Jesus never made a mistake. Yes, he did. He made a mistake, and that shows to us that the most perfect human that ever walked this earth still, made a mistake, and it's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean? And that's some people will try to say, "Oh, that wasn't." No, like it it shows that Jesus was a human, and humans mess up, and we have emotion, and we have feelings, and we're gonna falter, but it's okay. Yeah, we're imperfectly perfect. Facts, honeybee. Perfectly said right there in that one little thing right there. We're imperfectly. We're gonna make mistakes, but it's how you move forward from the mistakes, how you stand up and change, how you apologize when you make a mistake, how you take accountability for your actions. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna have beef with someone on this internet, please leave God and Jesus out of it. He ain't got shit to do with beef on the internet. Leave him be. Let him chill. Leave him be. He ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay? He don't need to be involved in the BS. Now you can tell somebody you gonna pray for him. You know what I'm saying? But you no, don't be sitting there telling folk, you're a demon. You're this. No, 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 no. Smack your hand. Don't do it. Oh snap. Uh oh. Uh oh. You gonna whip somebody on the internet. Oh, child, let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. When you going live, child, we going to need to watch it live. We going to need to watch it live soon. Because we got to know what's going on, child. We got to know what's going on. Now, I'm going to tell you something, Watcher. And I want everybody to know this. I support Watcher 100%. Watcher has been there for me through some situations that I'm not going to speak on. And that lady has a heart of gold. A heart of gold. You know what I'm saying? She has a heart of gold. And I care about you deeply, Watcher. I want you to know that from my own words. Not from somebody else saying shit. We may not speak every damn day. We don't have to. Just know that I care. And if you ever need me, you know I'm here. Always. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm ruining her bad reputation, yeah. Well, I'm telling you, church lady, I had the same feeling. Usually my intuition is correct. Most of the time, my intuition is very correct on people. And I got a good vibe from her the very first night that I met her, very first day that I met her, and I got to speak to her and feel her energy. She doesn't drain me when I get on panel with her. In fact, um, you know, I will say this: pay attention if you get on panel with someone and they always drain your energy. If it's a person that always drains your energy and always feel bad after speaking to them, that's a bad sign. Um, be very, very careful around a person who does that to you, right? Or if you're on the phone with them and you start noticing that you just feel real tired, real sleepy, real bad after talking to them, pay attention to that, right? But if you can sit there and you can be on the phone with somebody and it's like you're energized, you're just sitting there and y'all talking like y'all been knowing each other for years, that's a good sign. You can feel a person's energy and what if they have ill intent. A lot of people don't pay attention to those signs though, and they try to ignore them, right? I will say, just being on here, there have been a very select few, but I can tell you, I felt extremely drained after even just speaking to them. Like the most drained I've ever felt in my life. And I would just be super tired. You know what I'm saying? After speaking to them. And one of the people is the person that's after you watch it. That's why I got a bad feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't know about this person. You know what I mean? And I just felt super drained every single time. And I was like, no, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You can always tell by a person's energy that they give you. You know, the connection that you have. There's certain people that I felt a connection with from the first moment that I spoke to them. Just like an automatic connection to that person. And not no, like a, oh my God, we're besties, but no, it's just a good connection. It's like a, I can be friends with this person. I know that I may not know them exactly yet, but, I could feel like a good back and forth we can have versus someone else that you could feel like they just drain your energy, they make you feel bad, um, you know. And also, if a person never takes responsibility for their actions, that's not a person you need to be around. Everybody should be able to stand their ish. When you do something wrong, say, yep, I did that dumb shit, and I learned from my damn mistakes, and I'm going to be better. You know what I'm saying? Protect your peace, people. I'm gonna tell you that. Protect your peace. Protect your mental. Hey, Miss Linda, and protect like when you know somebody's got that bad way about them. Protect yourself against them. Don't think they're gonna change if they ain't started showing change yet. Some people have this good heart and they think they can change people. You can't change somebody that don't want to change. You can't help somebody that don't want help. You know what I'm saying? You can't fix some issues for certain people. They have to absolutely want to go um, get help and change themselves and be a better person. Um, you always got to protect your own mental. You're the only one that can. You know what I'm saying? So if you know a situation is not good for me, I don't care if they're kin to you. I don't care if they cousins of yours and you love them dearly. Set boundaries for people like that. Don't let them take all your peace because your mental health is worth more than that bullshit. Yeah, and a lot of them have mental health issues, honeybee, and aren't trying to openly get help for it. And that's a problem too. Like, if you know for a fact you have a condition, try to get help for it. There's this one guy, I don't know if y'all have ever watched his channel. He knows he is a narcissist. So instead of him using his, and he's getting help for it, he goes to therapy for his narcissism. But he uses his condition to teach others what not to see the red flags and to help other people to be cautious about narcissists and what he's done. He admits, which is showing that he is changing, right? And that his narcissism, that he's learning, with therapy to be a better person and not lean as heavy into the narcissism. But he basically uses his what he's been in the past. I think that may be the person, but he uses it to like help other people. And I really like his channel. He is now, he doesn't realize, but he's working through the narcissism and doesn't even know it. Because most narcissists will never admit they have a problem or try to, fix it in any way. Most narcissists will never take accountability and say, I'm a narcissist. But he does. So that shows he's changing, right? That shows he's trying to work on it, trying to be better. But no, most narcissists, they will never admit when they're wrong because it's everybody else's fault. And then, he's gaining self awareness, which is very insightful and very helpful. And he doesn't even realize he's changing. And that, he still thinks he's a classic narcissist, but he doesn't realize by taking accountability, he's actually helping fix his narcissism. You can change. You can change that stuff. Well, see, no, watcher, I'm going to say this. I do not think, I know you're joking, but I'm going to say this. When people have called you that? I don't think so. Let me explain to you why. You take accountability for your actions, and also on top of that, a lot of times, and if it's to ruin your bad image, you care about more about others than you do yourself. You will throw yourself into the line of fire to save someone else. That is not something that a narcissist does. That is not something that a narcissist does. You take accountability for your actions. That's also something a narcissist doesn't do. Shh, okay, yo, okay. Watcher's crazy. She's a bad person. Watcher, I'm trying to make your bad thing come back up. I'm sorry. Shh, damn it. I shouldn't be telling folks. Shoot, Geraldine gonna get me and throw me in the pokey, y'all. Geraldine done stole, she stole my good pants, and when she went to the pokey, they ripped a hole in one of the pockets, and now I'm really upset about it, and she stole my cake, y'all. Oh, that other lady that totally took Overwatch stream, and she don't know about it, she don't tell no, she totally, Miss Cleo, she totally stole my cake, and her and Geraldine split it, and I'm super upset about my cake now. Oh yeah, yeah, Watcher, you totally have to pay for my friendship. Oh yeah, yeah, You totally have to pay me not to be friends with other people. Yeah, just saying. Yeah, there, look, there goes Watcher again, paying for those friendships. You know what I'm saying? There she goes, child. See, I told you. No, you know. $1 made me holler, honey boo boo child, but I got a whole $5. Look at me. Whoop whoop. I have had somebody call me honey boo boo before. I thought that shit was hilarious as shit. I laughed so hard. Yeah, I gotta holler 5 times, y'all. I gotta holler 5 times for the honey boo boo child, and you know, 'cause $1 make me holler, so now I gotta holler the 5 times, 5 times, 5 times. We had I be loving when people do the food shows, you know, 'cause I just, oh yeah, I love the food. Yeah, you know, if you want it when it's fresh, fresh. Now I will say, you know, we have a place that does it. Hold on, just a minute. But yeah, yeah. Okay, sorry, had to do that right quick. I gotta go watch that, Watcher. I gotta go watch that because you know on Saturday is the husband's day, and Sunday is Geek and God Day. You know, so I gotta go watch some of the things I missed on Saturday and Sunday. You know, and go catch back up. Hold on, y'all. My son's coming in. Yeah, one of our smoke detectors is beeping, y'all. I gotta change the batteries in my smoke detector. Um, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think I've ever had Brad crawfish, but I think I would cry if I ever did. And yeah, no. I'm always cautious about my seafood in general. Because I've never had bad, and if I did, I think I would cry. Because it would make me sick, and then I've heard if people get bad seafood that they never want to touch it again. So that always scares me. Okay, love. I've never had it, so I'm scared to actually get bad seafood because I've heard people say that Um, if they eat bad seafood, it messes them up. I've heard that people say that if they get it and whatnot and they get sick, that they never want to touch it again. So it really scares me because I really do love. I love my seafood. Ooh, you wasn't even supposed. Well, yeah, no, yeah, you can eat. No, you're not supposed to eat. Well, no, you can eat shrimp and you can have fish from the freshwater variety, but you can't have any from the you can't have any ocean fish. That's right. So yeah, you could have shrimps. You got to be very careful when you're pregnant on what you eat. Um, I would cry literally if something messed up shrimp for me, Watcher, because I love shrimp. I love shrimp. And there's this Chinese place near me. When they do it, oh my god, their shrimp will melt in your mouth like butter. It is the best damn shrimp I have ever tried in my life. When they make it, this one version with butter. And see, they took their nap, church lady. You said 15 minutes, and there they go again. I also hate when people overdo shrimp though and it becomes rubbery. Don't do that. I used to love watermelons when I was little, but then we ate watermelons for hold on, y'all. I got a call coming in. Okay, y'all. So that was the call I've been waiting on to fix the situation or whatnot. So sorry about that. I love Clams Casino. Um, Watcher. Oh my God! If you ever get a chance to try Clams Casino at a good Italian joint, try it, girl. You will not be hated on it. It is good. Ain't it Clams Casino, babe? The one with the breadcrumbs in it and stuff. With the breadcrumbs, the Italian seasoning, and all that stuff. Ain't it called Clams Casino with the white wine sauce? That shit is delicious. That shit is delicious. If you get a chance to have some good ones at a good Italian spot, I promise you, you will not. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. They put the little breadcrumbs on it and shit. It's delicious. Oh, clams Oregontaga, whatever. Orangata. That's how you say it. Orangata. Clams Orangata. Not Clams Casino. Clams Orangata. My bad. I know what you're talking about now, babe. That shit is delicious. Not Clams Casino, Clams Orgata. They put the little breadcrumbs on it and shit. It's so delicious. And it's in a white wine sauce and it's delicious. Well, the Clams Casino does have the bacon on top, but the Clams Orangata was the one I was trying to remember. Dang. Honey B, you know I ain't right in the head, child. Yeah, when you look on the description, no matter what they name it, they'll tell you they put little bread crumbs on it and whatnot, and they bake it and they put it in this white wine sauce, and it's delicious. It's so good with them little bread crumbs and stuff, and it's delicious. It's so good. Let me see if I can look it up for you so you can see what it looks like. I don't know if I'm spelling it right, but I'm supposed to show y'all a picture of it. It's so delicious. Here we go. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Y'all gotta see it. It's so good. It's so delicious. Okay, so this is what it looked like, right? Like right here, you see how they got the little breadcrumbs on top, and you take one of them lemons, and you sprinkle it over top. Child. Also, they have some clams that they do in this like butter garlic sauce. That's pretty good. But see, they put the breadcrumbs on top and they give you a lemon slice. And this is what it looked like right here. Hold on. Let me view image in another tab and show you. This is what it looked like, the good kind, right? See how they got the little breadcrumbs and all that stuff? You squeeze that little lemon on that shit, it good as hell. It's good as hell. It's so good. It is so good. And then you get some bread afterward and you soak up that white wine sauce with it and you eat the bread. Oh my God. Don't you waste that good sauce that they put with it neither. It's so good. See, honeybee, that's where I had my first the clams origata, whatever. I had it at a good it was so delicious. You see how good that looks? That stuff is so delicious. It's so delicious. And it's nutritious if you think about it. It's not, the only thing bad for you is the breadcrumbs. Okay? But it is so good. It's delicious. I just had to show y'all. Um, it's delicious. It's in a, it's, yeah, and see, I got it. This let's read this. This dude right here, he from Long Island, babe. It says clams orangata, also known as baked clams, with garlicky breadcrumbs, are a perfect appetizer for any time of the year. Wonderful in summer, but equally welcome during the winter, especially as one of the seven fishes. Baked clams orangata is a dish that might look complicated, but it's actually so simple that it can be made in about 20 minutes. Ooh, that stuff looks so good. It's delicious. I'm just saying. That white wine sauce is delicious. Growing up on Long Island, you might consider clams orangata a religion. You can find these baked clams nearly everywhere, from Italian restaurants to beachside and roadside seafood shacks. They're a staple here, and if you also grew up in the area, you've probably eaten dozens of clams orangata in your life. Ditto for fried calamari or clams casino. See, it's real simple how they do it, and it's real good. How to make clams orangata. Preheat your oven for 425. Clean clams of all debris with a nylon scrub brush and cold water. Then place them on a baking sheet and cook them in the oven until they slightly open, about 2 to 3 minutes. Kind of like that, where they're open just a little. Once they open even a little bit, you can easily open the clam up with a butter knife. Slide the knife all the way through the opening on both sides. Then lever the shell up, and don't try to open at the end, rather the side. In a 90-degree shell will easily open. Any clams that haven't opened will need to be 1 to 2 minutes in the oven. In the event the clam continues to not open, it should be discarded. Clams that don't open are already dead and should not be eaten. With the shell open, use a butter knife to completely remove the clam from the shell. Once removed, place it back into one half of the shell, discard the top half. Kind of like that. So it's going to look like that on your baking sheet. You can see the clams have opened, and there are a fair amount of sand in them even though they were purged. Don't worry, you still want to save the flavorful clam juice. At this time, set the oven rack to the second highest level and turn the boiler to high. Pour the clam juice into a fine mesh strainer, or even better, use a coffee filter. Reserve the clam juice for the next step. If you don't have enough clam juice, you can use chicken stock or bottled clam juice to make up the difference. Okay, step 6. Combine a half a cup of breadcrumbs, cloves of minced garlic, a half a teaspoon of kosher salt, 3 teaspoons of minced fresh parsley, a half a teaspoon of dried oregano, a fourth teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil, and a 1/4 cup of clam juice. Mix well and to taste test. Adjust salt if needed. If the breadcrumbs aren't moist enough, add a bit more of the clam juice. Spoon the breadcrumb mixture into each clam and place them on a large baking sheet. Try to pack the breadcrumbs completely over the clam to ensure they stay moist during the cooking process. Like that. And then pour 1/2 cup clam juice and 1/4 cup dry white wine into a pan. Add 2 tablespoons of butter as well. Drizzle a touch of extra virgin olive oil onto each clam. A touch of the remaining breadcrumbs, don't add more than 2 tablespoons worth, can be added to the liquid. Broil the clams for 5 to 7 minutes until the top of the breadcrumbs are nice and brown. Watch the whole time to ensure no burning. Kind of like that. And there you have perfect clams oringata. Serve in a platter, pour the remaining pan sauce around the clams, serve with bread to mop up the sauce and lemon wedges. Oh yeah, and you do want to soak up that sauce, child. That sauce is delicious. It's delicious. Just saying. So I just told y'all how to make it at home if y'all, get a chance to. Yeah, I'm hungry now. Oh, fresh ain't nothing like the fresh ones. Fresh clams and fresh seafood. Oh, ain't nothing like it. I want to go fishing, Watcher, and get me some flatheads so I can make me some flathead belly meat fillet and make me some little fried nuggets. I want some fried nuggets. I love chicken, not chicken, fish nuggets. I love when we do fried catfish and we do the nuggies. Man, I'm gonna tell you something now. I get PO'd at certain restaurants that do fried catfish and they leave the skin on the back and it has that brown stuff on it. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. When I eat my catfish, I want it to be flaky, delicious, white meat with none of that damn nasty shit on the back of it because I hate that. If you don't know how to fillet a fish correctly, please just don't do it. Don't mess up my fried catfish. I get mad as hell. Also, let me tell y'all something to y'all people who don't know about fishing. Okay? If you catch a giant catfish from the river, right? You have to bleed the fish. Cut its tail and let it string it up on a tree. Cut its tail and let it sit there for a little while. Because that'll make sure the meat is good. Then you got to skin it properly. Make sure you don't leave none of that nasty stuff behind. Because if you cook it with that on there, trust me, it's going to be messed up. After you do that, you get the meat off the fish. You soak it in salt water overnight if possible. It's going to get all the imperfections out of that meat. Salt water, a bunch of it. Don't matter how much you put. If you think you put too much, put a little bit more. Okay? Because you're going to wash that meat before you fry it anyway. You're going to wash it again. Cold water with a bunch of salt. Don't use hot water on your fish. Cold water. You want to put it in cold water with a bunch of salt in it. It's going to pull all the imperfections out your fish. Wash it first before you put it in the cold salt water. Then you're going to wash it again. Then you're going to chop it up in little nuggets and you're going to fry that shit. And it's going to be delicious. And if you catch any of that, when you flip the fillet on the back, if you see any of that from the skin, the grayish color, cut that out your meat. Cut that out your meat. Don't fry it with that shit on the back of it. Don't do it. Don't leave the skin on the catfish neither. Don't do it. Trust me when I say that. Don't do it. It's going to give your fish the nastiest flavor you ever tasted in your life. And that's why some people who have tried bad catfish say it's got a muddy flavor. Because the dumbasses didn't know how to clean their fish correctly. If that fish ain't clean good, it ain't gonna be good. You gotta clean that fish right. Also, I can bake you a fish that you would think out of this world. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. You get you some crappie fillets, or crappie as some people say. Some brim fillets. You can eat bass, brim. This way you can eat drum, but you got to eat the white drum, not the black drum, okay? You got to have the silver one. There's a difference. One of them you can eat, one of them you can't. One of them tastes like shit, the other one's okay. Okay, so once you fillet that fish out, you got all the bones out of it, whatnot, all that good stuff. You got the skin off, you know what I'm saying. You put it in that pan, okay? And what you do is you put some lemon juice and some lemon pepper on them fillets and put you some parsley flakes. If you want to get real fancy with it, line it with lemons and limes, and you can even do oranges if you want to. Citrus. Put that shit in the oven, bake it at 350, slow bake that shit. That shit gonna be good as hell. I promise you, you ain't never gonna wanna try fish another way in your entire life. It's gonna be smack your mama good. There's only two ways I like it, that way or fried. Now I do like grilled, watcher, like you, I do like grilled fish too, if it's done correctly. But if they don't do it correctly, oh, you have a good day, honeybee. Huggies, love. I hope your appointment goes well. I ain't never tried gator yet, Watcher. I want to try gator. I thought I went to this one place and they said they had gator taters, and I thought it was gonna be fried gator, so I was excited. No, no, it was French fries that had some kind of seasoning on it, and that's why they called them gator taters. I was like, that's some bitchin' shit. I thought I was gonna get some real gator. It's some bullshit. I thought when they meant gator taters, it was literally gonna be strips of alligator fried up like French fries. But no, gator taters was not what that was. They called them that because they put Old Bay seasoning on it and different seasonings and shit. And I got super upset about that. I want to try gator. I've never tried it. And I live down here down south and I've never tried it yet. I want to try it so bad. Alright, love you, be careful. I'm gonna have to come visit you, Watcher, just so I can get me. You can take me to that place and get me some gators so I can try it. That place that you like to go, I might have to come visit you just so you can take me over there and show me where the good gator is, because I ain't never tried it and I want to try it. Damn it. Have a good day, Miss Linda. I hope you have a blessed one. Be safe out there in this world. You know, there's a lot of evil people out there. Take your holy water and your bug spray. You know, some people got cockroaches, so we got to spray them with a little bug spray. Throw the holy water on them. Throw the holy water on them. You know, sometimes we got to throw the holy water on some crazy folks. We need to hold up our crucifixions and our bug spray. I'm just saying. Sometimes you got to throw with the bug spray. Sometimes you got to throw the Jesus juice. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus and all your craziness. Okay, sorry, I had a moment. My fire and brimstone preacher moment just came out, and I apologize. I have just been violated. Okay, I'm sorry. I was saying that the other day for somebody else that they should say that I have just been violated. I forgot what chat I was in. I'm gonna say that, Watcher. I'm gonna be doing that soon. There's certain people that I am gonna go visit and say hey to. Whether we just go out to get a little lunchy lunch together or whatever. There's some people I've been meaning to meet on this World Wide Web. There's a few folks, not everybody, but there's some folks. You know, get some good lunch together, whatnot. And I've been thinking, Watcher, about when those cabins they got up in Tennessee, up in Pigeon Forge. I've been thinking about taking a vacation and rent me a cabin out in the woods and just disappearing for a little while. Shit. Just disappearing in the woods for a little bit. And I heard those cabins in Pigeon Forge, they got like different kinds, and you can get one with a hot tub. Shit, yeah. Just be sitting out in the woods looking over at the mountains in a hot tub. Shit, I don't drink, but I might smoke a little smoke something if I could get away with it. Just disappeared. Nobody see me like I don't know. I just sounded like Peter Griffin. I just killed myself. Well, I mean, what do you expect when you come from the gym? Hello. It ain't like you was just sitting down looking purty. You know what I mean? Shoot. Oh snap, Miss Michelle Monday, Michelle Meltdown. I don't know why I just called her Michelle Monday. She's gonna be doing a live at 2:30 today called Monday Meltdown. Mm. Watcher, I'm a good little bit from there, but I'm about six hours, 6 to 8 hours, but not terrible, but about 6 to 8 hours. I'm closer to Memphis than I am Louisiana. I'm only an hour and 45, about 2 hour drive from Memphis. So, I could get to Memphis a lot faster than I can, because to get from here to Jackson, it takes 4 hours. Then you have to go across to get to New Orleans. So I'm about 6 to 8 hours. We're about the same distance from, you know what I'm saying, from New Orleans. Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm about 6 to 8 hours, something like that. If I looked it up. In fact, let me look it up right quick. Uh, going from. So that'll take it. Just I'm looking up. It says 5 hours and 8 minutes. If I go a specific way, because there's three different ways I could go, right? And one says 5 hours 59, one says 5 hours and 56. So it's about 6 hours, about 6 7 hours, and it depends on traffic too. Um, but it's about, and this one way says 5 hours and 8 minutes. It's 350 to 394 miles depending on which way you go. Yeah. I've been meaning to go to New Orleans anyway. I want to go see the French Quarter. I want to go eat some of that good ass food. You know what I'm saying? I want to get some good food, damn it. We got to plan some shit. That would be cool as hell. Right now, the only reason I'm not planning too much, oh shit, we can have a show for her. Oh hell. Because mother-in-law and father-in-law are getting their house built and will be moving down soon. So we've been trying to not do much to make sure we're here for them if they need us at the drop of a hat. Which, if you ever drove from here to New York, I'm gonna tell you something. Whoo, that's a 2 day drive, dog. They'll tell you 18 and a half, 19 hours, but try to do that one day, and try to do that hitting the New York traffic. Mm-hmm. Ooh, we could also do some. Watch it, if we set it up right. We could do us a little. A little EVP or something, and we need a holy water. We gotta have our crosses on our neck, cause we can't trust bitches. Um. Oh, you did a drive from Texas to New York. How bad was that? Cause see, I'm a little bit further east than you are, so it says 18 hours for me. So I know that for you, you had to go even further. You know what I mean? Cause you in the middle. You know what I mean? Ciao. I bet you had some fun though. I will say, we go to Long Island. If you ever go to Long Island and you get a chance to be out there, go to Teller's Steakhouse. Trust and believe that. That is one of the best damn places. Yeah, it was 29 hours for you. We always stop our halfway point because I'm closer to Tennessee, so Tennessee ain't my halfway point. Virginia is my halfway point, so I always stop somewhere in Virginia. Virginia is my halfway point between here and there, so we always try to stop somewhere in Virginia. It's 18 and something for us, but we always stop halfway and take the second leg of the trip. You know what I mean? But Virginia's our halfway point for us because I'm closer to Tennessee. So Tennessee for me is not you know, too too far. So Virginia's my halfway point. Yeah, we could go down there around Halloween for the Vampires Ball. We got some friends down there that do that stuff. Oh man, they be having some fun during that time. They be doing all kind of like little events and stuff, and it's really cool during that time. Virginia was beautiful. I went through Virginia, West Virginia, went through Pennsylvania, obviously, because we take it to where we don't have to go through tolls. So we go through a different way. Hey, Miss Raditha, good morning. New Orleans and Halloween, yes, that would be freaking awesome. And it's not hot that time of year, in October. So, because you don't want to, and you know this as well as I do, Watcher. You don't want to be going down further down south during the heat of August or July. The further south you go, the worse the humidity gets. And it be so hot you can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? You be up there, I can't breathe, man. Oh man, now the hood table. I'm scrolling your page, girl. If you see this, she did a beautiful cake for Mother's Day. That is chocolate with chocolate covered strawberries. Knowing I'm allergic to strawberries, but I love them damn things. Can't eat them though. And oh my God, that cake look good as shit. She knows she wrong for that. She know that how cake be getting me. Cake be getting me, dog. Hey, Mr. Jim, the only Jim, the best Jim, Mr. Jim Coddington. Oh yeah, and the bigger the mosquitoes are, man. If you don't have you some DEET spray when you go down south, I'm gonna pray for you for real. Like it ain't no, that I'm gonna pray for you. No, it ain't that. I'm really gonna pray for you, dog. Them mosquitoes get so big they could carry you off. I ain't joking. Mosquitoes up, man. Mosquitoes tear your ass up. They will tear you up. I gotta do a members only live soon. I've been thinking about doing something with the members only, and maybe doing a little roastathon in the members only. Know what I mean? Maybe some roastathon with some ugly ass pictures of some ugly ass people. Just saying. And we could do a double tag team for the members that are there and whatnot. And we could go tag, you're it, your turn. Maybe do some fun roastathons with some ugly ass pictures. Because I know that I hurt a person's feelings when I did that last time. And I was just joking. And I wasn't even really meaning half the shit I was saying. I was just joking on them. You know what I'm saying? Just janking. And I know I hurt some feelings of some folks real bad. I know I hurt their feelings, child. I hurt them real bad. You could tell it hurt their feelings. And here's the point. If somebody's roasting your picture, and they roast me, right? I don't take that shit seriously. That shit don't hurt me. That shit don't bother me. Oh, you call me fat. Oh my God. I'm so hurt. I mean, I can fix my fat, but can you fix your ugly? No, see. I can change the shape of my body. I could lose some weight. But baby, you can't fix your ugly. I may have crooked teeth. I can get those bitches fixed. They're mine at least and they're clean. I brush those bitches. But can you fix your ugly? No, baby, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't fix it when you look like a heels have eyes motherfucker. But I can fix. And you look like a witch who literally look like they look like you don't even need a Halloween mask, right? But I can fix my fat baby. You know what I'm saying, Watcher? We can fix our fat. Can they fix they ugly? I don't think they can. When you so ugly you will scare a small child, you can't fix that shit. But I can fix my fat baby. Why? They be trying to talk about your lazy eye. Lazy eyes can be fixed, baby. But when you look like your face would be somebody else's ass's Sunday face, yeah, you can't fix that shit, baby. You can't fix that. Cocos need love too. Damn it. No. But here's the thing, you can fix that shit, can't you, Watch? Yep, sure could. And hey, that's true. Helps you see around corners. And guess what? You can see in different areas that other folks can't see. What? What, bitches? But you can put on glasses and fix that situation. Can they fix their ugly? Hell no. When they look like they already got a mask on for Halloween and don't need to take it off, and they could be a scarecrow standing up in the field, they can't fix that shit. But I can sure fix my fat. And even if I was the ugliest woman on God's green earth, I'd still rock that shit like I own that shit. I ain't fixing my fat, Watcher. I love my fat. I love my fluffy self, and I don't give a damn who don't like it. Kiss my ass. I'm not becoming an anorexic, bulimic bitch. I'm not doing it. Sorry. I'm not becoming an I'm not over here becoming anorexic nervosa. I ain't doing it. I'm gonna still eat my cake too, bitch. I'm gonna eat my cookies. And I'm still cuter than you. I'm still better looking than any woman you've tried to ever pull in your life. Sorry. Hate on me, because you ain't gonna lower my confidence or self-esteem. The words coming out of your mouth don't bother me. I'm gonna start pulling out that little children say, when we was kids, we'd say, I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. And then I'm gonna tell some people, loser, loser, double loser, as if, whatever, get the picture, duh. I'm gonna pull them out. Girl, you gotta go. Hey, Stiffy love, you gotta go live later, Watcher. We gotta have some fun. But I do know that I did see that Miss Michelle Meltdown, is going live later. I don't know what it's MobTube edition. Monday Meltdown MobTube edition. So Watcher may be going live. Maybe. If she get too busy, whatnot. But maybe around 6 p.m. tonight. So keep your notifications on. In case she do. We don't want to miss Watcher's lives. And whenever I see twin mama Miss Betty or Miss Danny again, they need to let me know when they're gonna have that first show, because I'm waiting on the third degree. I'm waiting on. This is Watches, y'all. That's so y'all can turn on your notifications. But I'm waiting on that third degree, and I enjoyed and see, here's the thing. I saw twin mama say this. Thank you, Stiffy love, and happy Mother's Day to anybody in your life, or whether you're a mother, because I'm not sure if you're a Mr. or a Mrs. I think you're a Mr., but I'm not sure, and I don't want to misgender. But to anybody in your life, whether you be or anybody in your life be, and even if you're single fathers also need to be told Happy Father's Day. Happy Mother's Day. But anyway, I'm not sure. I don't poke into people's real lives like that too much. But I liked how people tried to pin people against each other, right? Oh, you are a mom, so you a Mississippi. Damn, all this time I've been calling you Mister, you gonna pop the shit out of me. Need to knock me upside my head, smack the shit out of me. Happy Mother's Day. I'm so sorry. All this time I've been misgendering like a motherfucker. Um, I need to get smacked. Um, you know what? Oh, you is a missus this whole time. I didn't look at your picture. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyway, um, let me apologize for my bad behavior. Uh, I apologize. So now I know better. I know better so I can do better, right? Um, but I loved how even if some of our fam is fighting right now, they didn't take the bait, right? And regardless if we fight each other, and we may be ready to knock each other the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I like the fact that our family didn't take the bait and fall for the bullshit. Just saying. You know what I mean? Even if we fight like cats and dogs, that still shows there's care there, and I believe it can be worked out. But maybe that's just me, 'cause I care about everybody. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all want to cuss me out, say no, it can't cuss me out, but just know I love you all, and I think you can all work it out, and may not be besties again, but still work it out. Just saying. That's true, Miss Raditha. We are all adults, and we smarter than that. And we actually still do care about each other, which I ain't a part of none of it, but I think I can. I think speaking for most parties, they still care. You know what I'm saying? And even if they're upset with each other, I don't think that nobody's going to be able to pin them against each other. I don't think that'll work. I think there. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work at all. Even if they mad. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I think I think there's still care there, and I don't think no, I don't, I think that things could be hugged out, but I don't think no matter what that people gonna be able to huggies just blaze, huggies love. Yeah, I've been quiet for a reason. I'm being quiet for a reason. Remember, silence is golden sometimes, just blaze. Silence is golden sometimes. Hey, Fast Eddie, the fastest Eddie that ever eddied and ever eddied and eddied. I'm fast, boys. I don't know why every time I see Fast Eddie, I think of that little thing where the person said, um, um, he says, I'm fast, boys. And then I think about, I want to go fast again from Ricky Bobby. I don't know why. I always think that. I hope your garden has been going. My garden's going pretty good, just Blaze. We've had so much rain that I ain't even had to water my garden recently. We've had so much rain and whatnot. For some reason, sometimes I always calls Fast Eddie the fastest Eddie. I don't know why. Yeah, that's what I think of every time, Fast Eddie. I'm fast, boy. I think of that every single time. Every single time. And I totally realized, y'all, if y'all didn't hear it, that Stiffy is a lady, and I've been calling Stiffy Mister this whole time, and it should be Miss Stiffy, and I should be Bonos. I totally misgendered Stiffy, and I love Stiffy. Okay, I'm just saying. And we all know Jim Connington is the best gym, the only gym, and fuck any other gym, you know. Well, unless they're good people, because there are some good ones, you know. It's sad when someone shares a name with someone that's actually a good person or whatnot, you know. And Mr. MRH is awesome. And I love Mr. MRE. I know. How dare I this whole time? How dare I? Okay. Anyway, um, I love Mr. MRE, and I was really glad to be up on his panel the other day and had a great conversation with him and Mr. DJ and everyone from the Mob Tube and everyone from over on this sector and all sectors and just all the kind people that I've met. If I could say one thing, I am grateful for all the people I have met along the way. You're all amazing human beings inside and out. And a lot of people try to say that people are haters and all this. Y'all are some of the kindest, most welcoming people that I have ever met, and I'm so lucky to have met y'all. That's what I'll be trying to say. Oh, yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you, Blaze. You know I always do, boo. You my sister from another mister, child. But I'm so lucky to have met all of you amazing people, and that is, if I could say one thank you, that would be it. Because I found an amazing group of people that are just cool. They're just good people. You know what I'm saying? So many people try to say y'all are bad people and all this shit. I have nothing but good experiences with every single one of you. Hey, Blaze Boo.
Hey, boo, how you doing today?
Just waking up, chilling, drinking my coffee.
Okay, I had to come in the house so you can hear me. I just wanted to let you know before I forget because sometimes I wait too long and I forget. Um, that weirdo, that bow person with the color in their name, I don't even want to get them no shine. They came over when I was doing the garden video last night trying to start with me. I told my husband I would not argue with any more men. I would rest in my feminine energy. So they are really trying to go on. So I just want you to be careful. Always verify if it's me. Because I've seen JT before I even spoke with him come up with my picture and my name. And I know that this colorful weirdo person is a troll. I know they're skilled. So keep your head on the swivel. If y'all see me anywhere, please verify. Because if anybody talking crap, that's not me, but I know how this goes. I keep telling people I'm too old of a cat to be licked by a kitten. But at this point, I will not revert back. I don't like being in my lower nature. When I do, I can go in, I can go hard. I have a top five that I am against that if I am low vibrational, I will bang their head. You colorful person, you are not on my radar. You a grown man. I'm going to ask you again to leave me alone because you came over trolling last night under a female's account. You know how I knew that was you? Because nobody gives a F about our argument, and you came over trying to let me know that I was being dragged. I said, I don't care. I don't want to know. I'm not going to respond. You are a nobody to me. You are a person who wants to be what I am. You're trying to take my natural face pictures and drag me. Baby, I am beautiful. At the end of the day, you have to go under a knife to look anything like me. And let me pull out some makeup and do my glamour magic. I will have you on your knees. Don't play with it. Don't play with me. I am very secure. I'm a grown woman and I'm asking you to move along, sir. Please leave me alone. But anybody, if y'all see me in chats and it look like something weird, I got a troll on my head, very active, very skilled. So y'all just know, keep y'all head on a swivel. And if they try to come up, please verify.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say this, Blaze Boo. That person, nobody takes that person seriously. Almost every community that I've run across that person has been in has said that they don't like that person. That person's dragged everywhere they go. They try to make up stuff. They ignore because that person's not even worth your time. I don't
I
care
am.
if the
I'm a ignore. I'm a definitely ignore. But see, like I say, I fall back and I watch. When I did that one video when they flipped on me when we was up here on your panel, I did that one video. I let them know where I seen them and the videos I seen people doing on them. I sit back and watch. That's how I know they're a skilled troll. Though they got a lot of accounts, and they most of their accounts are under female names because they would like to be a woman. Too bad you're not.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you something. That day, that person over, how many people from different communities was coming up saying they didn't like that person, and that person also kept trying to tell people, like going to different communities that didn't even know me. Oh yeah, I know Charlie. Bitch, I don't know you like that. I talked to you one time on a freaking live once, and then tried to explain to you multiple times that the troll beef sector, the Mo 3 sector, and the beef sector are two different things. They not even the same. We cousins, but we not the same. And the motherfucker couldn't even get that through his thick ass skull. And yes, I said he because I'm not respecting his bullshit. F him and the horse he rode in on. And normally I'm not that type of person. Y'all know that. But nah, bitch. What you not gonna do is come over here starting some shit. Take your ass on. Nobody gives a fuck. That's all I got to say. Nobody likes you in real life. Nobody likes you on the internet. It just is what it is.
Yeah, they just trying to get some traction. And my thing is, if I'm gonna put in some work, it has to be quid pro quo. They have nothing to benefit me. There's nothing for me to gain right now, so I'm not even gonna do it. I have my hands full with the situation I'm in. I haven't even been given that enough attention to focus on a nobody. That's just not gonna happen. But thank you so much, Charlie. I'm about to get my booty back out here. It's supposed to be 80 degrees today, so I'm trying to beat the sun before it start beaming.
Girl, you better beat it because you know how it be. It's actually chill out here because we have been getting a lot of rain and stuff. But yeah, that pink, purple, green, yellow, whatever person, don't worry about them. Don't even just if you see them in the chat, block, block. That's all I gotta say. Anybody who knows what I'm talking about, block. They ain't even worth time. And when they get up on your panel, they gonna ruin your whole show and talk crap and talk. You know, it's they ain't even worth dealing with. You know what I'm saying? That person's a weirdo. For real. And that's why they got blocked from my page and blocked off my page. Because I'm gonna tell you this: one thing you not gonna do and is mess with Blaze. Understood? That's my sister. Beef sector. You know, we've been knowing each other for a lot of years. You
I
know.
appreciate you, Charlie. Let me get my butt out of here. Happy Mother's Day again to everybody. Anybody who's taking care of kids. Happy belated Mother's Day. Y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all later. If it's not too hot, I'm gonna set up in the garden and do a little gardening content. See y'all later. Love you,
Huggies,
Charlie. Bye.
beautiful. Love you, girl. But yeah, so you didn't miss nothing, babe. It's just Blaze was coming up talking about, you know, she did her garden live, and you know that person that I had to block off my page that was crazy as shit, and everybody came over saying that was crazy as shit. That person and the Birdo person. Yeah, if y'all see a page that ain't I want to put this out there before we get off here today. If y'all see a page that says it's me, but it don't act like me, block that shit. I ain't got but this page right here. If you look and that account don't have 1,700 and 1.73k subscribers with 159, that ain't me. Block that bitch with a quickness. Same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and click on Blazes, and I'm gonna tell y'all how many she got of subscribers and stuff like that. That way y'all know if somebody's cloning her account. If it ain't got 1.33k subscribers with 794 videos, it ain't Blaze. Check the accounts. If they come in not talking like Blaze, and y'all know how Blaze talk, y'all know how I talk, right? If it don't talk like just Blaze, block that shit with a quickness. If it don't come in, now sometimes I forget to do my hearts, but y'all know I do my hearts. So if it ain't talking like Charlie, but it look like Charlie, block that shit with a quickness. So we just saying, you know, we got some troll pages running around here trying to create shit on other folks. So that's all I'm saying. If they saying some off the wall shit, you know that Charlie wouldn't say or that Blaze wouldn't say, block that shit with a quickness. Check the account because y'all know mine has almost 2k subscribers and Blaze has almost 2k. You know, it's 1.33 for her, 1.73 for me. So, and if you don't see you know, my videos on that page, it ain't me. I do not have another account. Just saying that right now I do not have it. If I have another account, y'all will know it's me because I will put a video with my voice in it and my face in it, and it will be a new one and something where you can prove it's me. Because I ain't gonna have no damn backup right now. But when I do get a backup, y'all will know it's me. Alright, that's all I want to say to y'all. I want y'all to have the most beautiful day. Now, Watcher might be doing a live tonight at 6 p.m. Here in just a little while at 2:30. Miss Michelle Meltdown is going to have a live. Let me check to see if anybody else. Also, for those who are not, that like gardening content and different content, I'm going to share Just Blaze's link right quick on in the chat. This is Just Blaze. If y'all not, subscribed or whatnot, that's her channel right there. And if anybody else wants their channel dropped, just let me know at any time. If you want to push your page, if you're trying to fix and think about starting to do stuff and different stuff, let me know, and I will try to make sure that I share the wealth, because if it wasn't for others doing that for me, I wouldn't have got my 1K so quickly. I had my 1K before before a lot of y'all met me, and I had and Huggies Hood and a lot of people she's not got it set up yet, Pokin. But if you subscribe to her channel and turn on your notifications, it will show you when she goes live. Now, this is Hood Therapy channel right here. I'm gonna go ahead and share that out for y'all who might want to subscribe. She ain't done no lives in a while, but I love when they do lives, and I'm just saying. Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and drop Watcher's link for you right quick. Hold on. Let me go. Oh, thank you, Watcher, girl. I was supposed to go grab it again. You know I was gonna grab it again, child. But so if thank you, boo. The best mod ever. We had to do a welcome. You thank you, you welcome kind of situation. Yeah, so 6 p.m. tonight, Watcher might be doing her live. And if you don't have a membership over there, you should totally get one, because the membership over there is worth it. There's so much good content. Support. Send love to everybody. I want everybody here today to have a good day. If you know of anybody else is doing any lives that, might be good lives, let us know. And we'll share it out. We'll tell people to go visit. You know what I'm saying? Visit folks and share the love, share the wealth. Do all those good things. I like to do that. And I like to share out to folks and send some love and, do all that stuff. I try to support as many people as I possibly can and send as much love as I possibly can, because this world's already hateful enough, ain't it? I just want to say huggies to everyone. I will see y'all out on these streets. It's 3 hours. I need to go, chill out, have a little fun. And I hope you all have the best beautiful day, and thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for chilling in chat. Thank you for subscribing. If you subscribe, thank you for everything. Thank you to Watcher again for the $5 super chat. Thank you to anybody who grabbed a membership, anything. I want to thank you for all support. I don't want none of y'all to ever walk out of here feeling like you're not appreciated, because you are. Without y'all, I'd be nothing but talking to these 4 walls by my damn self, right? So I want to thank you all and make sure you know you're appreciated, you're loved, and you're cared about over here. Y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all later. I love you, all my angels. Smooches. Bye.
I'm from the TV E-L-O, I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the T-U-P. E-L-O, I'm reppin' my hood to the day that I go from the T-U-P. E-L-O, I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the T-U-P. E-L-O, I'm reppin' my hood to the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction, this was the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding, come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Outer Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, Captain C banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still, crystalline swinging down on 1800. Watching out for them knuckleheads that be staying round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking around 1800. Out the street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse break it out. Remember the blue war promising OG standing back there by 60 deep. Bull walking, saw blue a big Anthony Hughes and P.
I'm from the T-U-P. E-L-O, I'm reppin' my